Okay, boop, and hit the play
We
button.
are
Hello, everyone, and welcome to News on the Flip Side. Yeah. Yeah. But I got to say, anybody's aggravating me? I didn't like that. It didn't
That's
sound
not
right to me.
that's not the video that we usually see.
But I mean, the audio didn't sound right. The whatchamacallit was off. What is
It
this?
was muted a little, yeah.
Yeah, no, but it was like the horn was making a weird sound and shit. It might have been in my head, people. Who knows?
With your ass.
Yeah, fuck you too. How you all? Yeah, yeah, Snoop, Snuff, this, Snoop, and something vodka.
Oh, uh-oh. I think we had a Fat Finger Tuesday incident, unfortunately. So let's see if we can find something else entertaining here that we've got while he's. Oh, look at that.
Tune in to UFO Undercover, Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern, with your host, Joe Montaldo, right here on the Paranormal Radio Network.
You are listening to United Public Radio Network, UPRNTalkRadio.com, 107.5 New Orleans.
Hi.
I had had enough.
Well, you drove out there into the middle of nowhere and had some sort of loud verbal display challenging ET in general out in the middle of
That's
nowhere?
what I was doing. I actually had a pistol in my hand at the time. I was really ticked off. When I was having this fit, I was waving the gun in the air, okay, and I had this fit. And at this moment, I said, okay.
He was a Louisiana man named Montaldo. Folks around called him Six Gun Joe. Worked with Icar, don't you know?
Hey, get out of there.
F.O.
I put something up while you did. I
yeah.
did the Fat Finger Tuesday thing. And
Whoa.
where is everybody? There we go.
Man. All right, man. Get us on regular screen now, man. I mean, that's a pretty thing and all back there, but you know. Yeah, that's a badass setup. What are you talking about, Jack? Welcome everyone to News on the Flip Side. I hope y'all were enjoying Son of a Bitch. If y'all don't tighten up, we will be playing the I-95 song tonight. So, yeah. So get your shit together.
Maybe a little bit of bomb,
Yep.
Iran.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know now. Iran's president today said he wants the conflict to end. He heard Jay. We posted earlier today, bomb, Iran. 2 hours later, president from Iran says we want peace. I guess we should have done that from day one, man. He wants peace. Did the Mullahs want peace? Probably not.
No.
No, Jimmy, no, he really does. Because we're at a point now where, how can I say this?
He just woke up and getting his face reconstructed. Of course he wants it to end.
No, this is the president. This isn't.
Oh, yeah, that's right. The other one did die.
So,
Oops.
They're at a point, or we're at a point, I should say, that we have no more targets other than infrastructure. There's not really much in the way of missiles or anything. They're straight. They don't control
and
the
personnel,
like
government personnel.
Yeah, so they don't control the strait anymore. We control it. So the only thing not getting through anymore is their shit. Our shit's getting through. Yep. So we
nothing from them or to them is getting in or out.
So if they're not going to stop, it doesn't leave us any choice but to bomb. First thing, roads.
Bridges.
Take out the roads and bridges.
Bridges.
Second thing, electricity. Third thing,
I think they would go for the nuclear facilities first, then the coal plants next.
Then they're gonna take your water out. Then they're gonna take your sewage out, and then you're gonna be living in hell.
No, I think they leave the water for last. I think after electric and coal, they're probably going to go after the refineries, storage, and distribution of fuel.
I can tell you how the plan works. Stuff. Okay, the plan's simple. Infrastructure is infrastructure. You leave the oil alone because you're going to want to sell that afterwards.
Yeah,
they might blow up that oil, but we're not going to blow it up. Plus, it's an environmental disaster. The nuclear plants. We can't really blow up the nuclear plants. We can sever the nuclear plants, so we can take out the substations. But we can't really
sever the connections.
Because that's another environmental waste. I mean, disaster. Any coal-fired plants, we're going to level those. So the next day, the next thing will be the water, because once the electricity is gone and once the water's gone, the sewage goes automatically with the water.
Right.
So now, I mean, there's nowhere to eat, there's nowhere to drink, there's nowhere to get clean, there's nowhere to do anything. There's no lights to do anything when everybody's running now on gas and pooing out in the field and hoping they don't get dysentery or something. And a lot of people are now migrating out of their country. That's what's going to happen. People are going to just start walking their way out. Now, America may leave a couple of bridges open, but I would bet our allies like, well, maybe not our allies, but people like Egypt and Turkey may blow them up just to keep them from migrating to their countries.
Saudi Arabia, Pakistan, Turkey,
Here's a piece of trivia for y'all. It was in 1977, I believe. I have to go look the actual date. 4,000 Muslim immigrants went to Iran. 4,000. And then today, Iran is a Muslim country. 4,000. That's what it started with. You were talking about it the other day. That's what it started with.
What was it before?
It was a principality or something. There's a king or a prince or something.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
They
wasn't run by the priesthood. Yes.
Sean, did I throw you out or something, man? I was clicking buttons.
No,
I hope not.
Yeah.
He's down there. He was up here. I didn't know if he moved or if I moved.
Maybe he's frozen. Sean, you okay? Can you hear us, buddy?
Sean,
yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, yeah, I did throw him out. Okay, Sean, I tossed you off the set for a minute. Sorry about that. I don't know what I was doing. I was clicking buttons, man.
Well,
Jesse, we got all kind of stuff. Okay.
No, that's okay. I'll listen. I
hyper.
need excitement. I need excitement here.
Well, I'm hyper.
Come on, guys.
So here we go. Let's start out. We're going to start off with this. No, we're going to go back and talk about them in a little while. But anyway, we're going to start off with this. Where's it at? Get the fuck. Stop blowing.
Hey, Jay got probed. Look at them eyes.
I know, huh? So we're going to start with this thing right here. Let's see. Add the screen. Now, Russia says this is a big stinking bomb. China says it's actually a bomber. I think Russia thinks that too. But anyway, let me show y'all what this is. It's been in space now for a year. Goes up all the time, comes down. We never hear about it. And bam, bam, bam. Where's that?
I'm trying to put it up for you, and then it pops back out. There we go.
There we go. Okay. So, let's put the little caption there. The X-370B just passed a year in orbit on its 8th secret mission. Russia calls it a nuclear bomber. Well, the other article said China called it a nuclear bomber, and Russia called it a nuclear bomb. So I guess this one changed. But that's what they think it is. They think it's carries some very large payloads. Is what the room is.
And why does it look like it was the bastard child of the USS or the NASA space shuttle?
Well, that's what it is. You've seen this before. This is DARPA's plane.
Yeah.
That's what this is. But Boeing and NASA's got one now. So you remember the DARPA thing that was doing Mach 12 and stayed up in space for 2.5 years? That's basically what this is. But China and Russia seem to think it's a bomber. It's a robotic space plane. So
is it a bomber, or does it become itself a weapon?
Well, that's the other article. Okay, so in this article, they're saying it's a bomber, like it's got hatches, it's going to drop some missiles or some bombs, whatever. But the other article said that Russia called it a bomb. 500 kilotons is what they said it was. That would blow up half of Russia.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, it would blow up half of. It would wipe China out. There would be no more China. It would just be gone. And it's supposed to have what do they call it? If you shoot it and hit it, it just detonates.
Oh, that's good. So that's a doomsday detonation.
Yeah, you're not.
Anyone tries to mess with it, I'll bet if you change its course, altitude, or any of that azimuth, it'll bet it explodes too.
Yeah, it's but it's also supposed to have stealth capabilities. I don't
Yeah,
know,
but can it
guys.
go invisible to the naked eye?
Probably not. And falling out of space like that, I don't think it could anyway. There would be a heat signature for a while. First, there would be the big orange flame for 4 or 5 minutes, and then there would be that glowing for the next 10 or 15. Well, not even that long, because it'd already be on the ground by then. No, people don't take long to get from outer space to the ground. It comes up pretty fast.
Especially when you're traveling like 20,000 miles an hour.
Yeah.
The shadow, you reach your shadow very quick.
Oh, well, yeah, we'll get to that. I did see that. I think I might even have an article on that. Yeah, the
On what?
On the core is leaking gold.
Which core?
The core of the Earth is leaking gold.
Where?
I don't know why. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I just seen the article. That's what he was talking about. He's seen it too.
Yeah, I hope it comes up under my house.
It's I mean, the core is pretty far now, man. I'm thinking, a lot of pressure down there too. Bobby, I seen that. Don't you start that shit, computer. Well, see, look at this thing. Just starts moving on its own.
Yeah.
Look at it. Stop that. All right, possessed. Hey. It's possessed ass computer, man. Yeah, it is. So now, then we got Russia brings war right to Europe's back door with explosive-filled sea drones.
Where are they at?
Hold on,
Poland?
let me show you. Let me show you. No, it's in. No, they're like we're floating off the UK coast.
Really? That's not wise.
Oh wait, Russia's been all over. Russia's been bombing stuff off Japan.
Really?
Yeah, they got some disputed islands out there. They're bombing stuff at the moment.
With
Okay.
explosive-filled sea drone.
There you go, buddy. That's a Russian drone, people. It's not going to let me make it bigger because I'll switch pages when I do. Let's see. Marine drone packed with explosives. Destroy. Oh, these were destroyed by fighter jets in the Black Sea, a few hundred meters from some. Oh, they were actually going to blow something up. They were headed to some construction gas project, and fighters blew them up
on the European border,
in the Black Sea.
Within the Black Sea. Wow.
It says main drone packed with explosives was destroyed by fighter jets in the Black Sea, a few hundred meters from an under construction gas project.
Wow.
It was 2 Romanian F-16s were what sunk it. Russia's getting stupid. Not with us. They're not getting stupid with us. They're getting stupid with everybody else, though. Because Russia knows this. If America stays out of the war, Putin can't win it outright, but he can sure wreak a lot of havoc and make a lot of money.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He can do a lot of damage to Ukraine in the process as well.
Oh, I think if he goes after Europe, he'll just nuke the Ukraine and be done with it. I think you'll see.
Yeah, well, I think he'll seal his fate if that happens, because all of NATO is going to turn on him.
But that's the point. Like Ruti says, without America, there is no NATO.
Yeah.
And it's worse than that. If America doesn't participate and we take our platforms and all of our spy equipment, they're in deep shit. Yeah, he was honest when he gave. Ruti was honest when he gave the speech to the UN.
Yeah, that was a few months ago.
He said, if you want to replace the United States, 25 years, and it's going to cost this. And Europe, like they had a fucking heart attack. He said 5% is not going to cut it. You're going to need 15% because first off, you're going to have a nuclear deterrent, which means we're going to have to build 2,000 or 3,000 nuclear missiles.
Yes.
He said, then we're going to have to build another threat deterrent to shoot down their nuclear missiles. Mm-hmm. He said, then on top of that, we will have to have troops. He said, he actually told the Spanish prime minister that day, and what's his name, Stama, who's no longer there, that y'all made the biggest mistake you could have ever did by pissing Trump off. He said, if he leaves, Russia will invade. And he said, if Russia don't, China will. He said, we will be vulnerable. We can't even defend ourselves right now.
No, they can't even afford a single boat. At least the British Army, Navy can't even afford a single boat to the conflict in the Strait of Hormuz because their navy's been sitting for so long. They've got holes in the boats.
No, China got a brand new navy, buddy. The United States got a badass navy, so it's a little bit different. China's navy's not that much bigger than ours, and our air force is like 4 times their size.
Yeah, but they're also pumping up boats a couple of times a day.
Not big ones, they're not. It's big ships
No,
that cost
but-
money to make. See, it's not China.
Yeah.
See, China has the manufacturing ability now to really go to town. China doesn't have the money. $12 trillion. They're 12 trillion, 14 trillion in debt themselves, and compared to us, that's like 50 trillion because their money's not worth near as much as ours is. Well, no,
Right.
they were forecast. Remember, 15 years ago they were forecast to tie us. 10 years ago they were supposed to pass us when we were at 20 trillion. Well, we're at 36 or 38 trillion this year. They're only going to be at 12. Yeah, which is still good compared to the rest of the world. Next closest one I think is 3. Yeah, and everybody else is in like the 1.5 trillion range, except for the small countries. They're not even in a trillion range. I think any country that can't make at least $1 trillion should belong to another country. Yeah, it'd be fairer to the people. Power to the people, baby. But these little drones, I'm looking at this little drone. This little drone is badass. It looks pretty like it'll take a beating too.
Yeah, and it kind of looks like a troop transport as well.
Yeah, it's got
Sort of like a hovercraft.
It's got a protected radar system, dual antennas, a couple other antennas. It's got reinforced steel, and then it's got what looks to be inflatables inside of them.
Yeah,
it'd be hard
it
to
has
sink
the bottom looks like a hovercraft almost. Like it's like amphibious,
or
maybe.
maybe like a pontoon kind of thing. Anyway, let's get rid of them. They're so ugly up there. What we got here? Oh, did people? Now, see, I put this on here. First, I got to salute the soldiers. Secondly, this is such bullshit. Pentagon, 774 U.S. troops killed. Okay. You see how they posted that killed? Then it says wounded in Iran war. So they're trying to make you think that we've lost 774 people. I think you might ask Google. I think it's 15 or 16.
Hey, Google, how many U.S. military personnel have been killed in action during the Iran conflict?
According to the Department of Defense Casualty Reporting System, 18 U.S. military service members have been killed in action during the conflict with Iran.
Okay, Google, stop. Yeah,
That's
18.
Far cry from 774.
Yeah.
But it's just the way they worded it. I mean, they threw the wounded in there so they could cover their ass. But when you read that, a lot of people are just going to scan that. They're going to go, "Wow, so we've already lost."
Yeah, they're not even going to click on it. I mean, even though it's designed as a clickbait link, they're going to read it and go, "Holy cow!" They're going to go post it on Facebook. You know, I'm so pissed. You know, they allowed 700 of our soldiers to die. No, they didn't.
Wait, what did you send me here? Stent plasmoid life. I want to know what was they knew. What? I'll have to look
What's
at that.
the way up to, man?
I don't know. I talked to her last week. I popped her a letter for something just to say hi and see what she's up to. I was trying to get her to come on the show with us, and she had Liam. And I said she might stop by this week. I'll hit her up tomorrow and see if she'll come by and hang out and chat with us. It's no, Jesse, we're actually looking. This show's always had a female host on. Well, Sean does not look like a female to me. And
No, I
Jay
don't.
doesn't either.
Nope.
No,
So,
not at all.
obviously, we're missing something. Even though I have long hair, I surely do not look female.
You sure as hell don't.
I mean,
No.
don't get me wrong. I know I'm a sexy beast.
I
I'm a
bet
sexy beast
you
man.
look good in drag too, Joe. I bet you look good in drag.
Yeah, no, not really. That's scary, ugly looking. Yes, I've actually wore a dress before. I even shouldn't
We
say
need
that.
an alien chick is what we need on this show. We need an
Yeah, we could
alien.
use one of them.
Yeah.
So wait, what was I passing? Oh yeah, so we passed that. So this is, did the U.S. make a deal with aliens in 1950?
19 what?
54.
54.
So I wasn't
What?
alive yet. I was
Was that Roswell?
no, Roswell was before that. I always forget the date of Roswell, but it was before that. It's what's that, Randy? Oh no, you know what? I'll try open a pal talk in a minute though. No, So there's a couple of these so-called meetings that so-called happened in the 50s and in the 40s. So there's the Eisenhower meeting, there's the Truman meeting. Oh, and somebody said with Kennedy, but I don't think Kennedy met anybody. They've never told the first-term president, as far as I know. No,
He found out somehow, though.
You know, so, and as far as I know, they've never told a Democrat. I don't know. You'd have to ask them why. Because I don't think they're politically motivated like that. So it's got to be another reason. It's got to be something ideological that makes them not want to tell them. Well, okay, let's be honest. When Area 51 did its evaluation of the last 10 presidents, they said only one president would they have let to come out to Area 51. Does anybody know who it was?
No.
Nope.
I'll tell you this. It was a Republican. And everybody who answers this question usually says Ronald Reagan. It was George Bush Sr. Not only would they let him out there, he'd been out there before.
I think because he was a pilot in the Air Force.
Well, that helped him, but he was also head of the CIA and vice president and then president. I mean, he held the three freaking highest offices you can hold this country. Yeah, he knew what was going on. And we're pretty sure that's why we went back to war in Iraq with Baby Bush, was because Daddy knew something was going on, and Daddy Bush told Baby Bush, and Baby Bush said, okay, Daddy, I'll be a good son. I'll go over there and blow some shit up. So they needed an excuse, and when they blew up the Twin Towers, they're like, well, there's a good excuse. We're going to blow up two countries. Two towers, two countries. And that's what the hell we did. Oh, I'm not saying that the Middle East didn't deserve it, because they did, because they're always trying to kill us. Did those 3,000 people deserve to die, Billy, who died in them buildings? Those were innocents. They had never done anything to anybody. The majority of them people were fucking secretaries and foot people and agents. They weren't the big bosses. If there was any big bosses, they was at the top of the building. They probably weren't. They don't come in that early in the day. They big bosses, man. That's for the little bosses. Yeah. And then there's a lot of that, oh, it was covered up for this or it was covered up for that. All that gold was missing. But nobody can prove any of that, right? You got to be able to prove. You can say it till the fucking sun falls out the sky. But if you can't prove it, it means, is what it means. And if you want to keep it alive, you at least got to have some evidence that makes people think, okay, well, maybe it was possible. Well, for UFOs, well, possession of a UFO, even though it's something what this show's about, and we're going to get off track for a minute, we have a chain of possession for what they like to call the sports model UFO. We know where it came from. We know when it came from, too. Yes, we know that the human alien somewhere in the late 1800s gave it to Germany. Right? They said it was literally right before the turn of the century. So I'm thinking within a couple of years of the turn.
I would say somewhere between 10 to 20 years before World War II. World War One.
Yeah, World War One. Yeah, and then the Germans took that and did all kind of fancy stuff with it, but they never really could capitalize on it. It was still too advanced for them. Mm-hmm. Hitler came along though. Hitler was able, because of people like Mein Kampf's a book, dumbass.
Werner von Braun.
Yeah, Werner von Braun was the rocket guy. No, Mein Kampf was Hitler's book, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But there was other scientists. There was altogether, I think, 60 scientists that we either went to us or went to the Russians. Technically, Russians got more. We got better. They got more.
Russia got most of the infrastructure scientists, the guys who actually built the actual rockets, whereas we got the guys who came up with the concepts and then handed it down to these guys who would build the actual, working model.
And we already have people who could build rockets, so we didn't need that.
Yeah.
We just needed the guys who could design them. Well, no, America had its own rocket program. It just wasn't advanced as to V2 rocket programs.
Right.
And we wanted to go to the moon. No. Our government wanted to go to the moon. Werner von Braun wanted to go to Mars. He said it was a waste of time to go to the moon. He said, there ain't nothing on the moon. Why are we going there?
Yeah, he did, though, eventually realize that it probably was a better idea to use the moon as a hopping ground to Mars.
Bet she wishes he wouldn't have now.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he didn't get to go to Mars. If he'd
Well, yeah,
gone
and
straight
he-
to Mars, we'd already see. That's the difference, people. If Werner von Braun would have had his way, we'd already be on Mars.
Yeah.
Elon would just be building a massive colony there.
Right.
That's what would be going on. But because we didn't, we're not. Other times in history, when MacArthur said, let's just take out Russia, make China a territory, and take out Russia, China would have came along willing back then.
Yes, they would.
And then we'd have took out Russia, we'd have ruled the world. Most of Europe would have just joined on for the ride. Right now, today, the planet would be probably 85% one country. This would be a whole different world than what it is today. But no, so now take this into heart. So we didn't want to kill how many ever million people it was going to cost, or how many 100,000 people it was going to cost to nuke Russia in 2 or 3 places. But since then, how many people have Russia killed? I'm sure it's far more than, I mean, they've got what, 50,000, a couple of 100,000 just in the Ukraine alone right now. How many did they have in Afghanistan? There was other wars they fought, so I'm thinking maybe we effed up. Plus, if they start World War III like they're trying to, we really effed up.
Yeah, but especially, I mean, if World War One, Germany, if it had gotten the sport model at the end of World War One, different world altogether once again. But they were able to hide it long enough through World War II, then we got it. So it seems like if we have it, we might be cursed to start World War III. Maybe Germany does it again. So what happens if they're the third roller to start World War III? Do we just eliminate them?
Yes. If 3 strikes you out, buddy. Germany.
I guess so.
I got friends over there. You dumbasses start World War III. We will disintegrate your whole society. We will hunt you down and burn you. Understand this? I'm not playing here. I'm not even going to have to argue with the world. The world's going to be like, oh shit, they started 3 of them. That's it. Because the first time you kill 20 million. Second time you kill 60 million. This time it's going to be 600 million. Oh yeah, we're going to burn you. You're going to be nothing but toast. You even look German. We're going to. If you're too white, we'll think you're German. Man, I have to go get out of tan and shit. No, man, I got some really white legs. There we go. Oh, yeah, you all for sure. No, man, my last name Montaldo. I be Italian. I be Italian, and I also be Welsh, Scottish, Irish. That's why I'm whitey boy.
Right.
No, Dean. No, seriously. My friends used to give me shit when I was a teenager. Oh man, I had all kind of nicknames for my white ass legs. And the thing is, they don't tan. They'll get red like a freaking crawfish, and a day later they're. I don't know. I asked the doctor, but he's just kind of skinny guy. Yeah, and when I burn and look at freckles either, like most people do. Yeah, it's weird. It's. No, I gave up on it. What the hell was I going to burn myself just for this? I'm not that sadistic, people. Come on. If it's a fine woman beat me, it might be one thing, but Jesus, just to burn yourself, I'm not going that route. Oh, death is not the end. What physics says about dying.
What does physics say about dying or not dying?
You can't ever die.
I like that concept.
True. You can't. You'll never die.
The only way you can die is if your energy dissipates.
Your shell dies, but your spirit moves on. So your spirit will always stay alive. So that's a correct statement.
Unless you run into one of them spirit-eating soul things out there.
Ooh. Yeah.
Yeah. What's that, Jesse? No, there's been some study of the brain after death. And even though activity goes on in the brain for 3 to 7 minutes after you're dead. And but for some reason in some studies they found that the patterns in the 4 and 5 minutes were organized. Like it was talking to something or somebody. Or something. Like it was communicating. I didn't understand. It was very weird stuff. Well, I mean, it depends. Maybe that's when you see the doorway. What do you mean? What are you saying, Jack? Jack says the doorway to heaven is black, not white. He said the one to hell is white.
We're the hell? Do you know what, Jack?
He said
Jack,
to trick you.
In Egypt, the Book of the Dead is white, and the Book of Life is black. So
it's true.
I wonder where they came up with that concept.
I don't know, but they're so far before us.
Like the cowboys and Indians, the old 50s westerns. The old good guy always wore the big tall white cowboy hat, and the bad guy always wore a black one. And so it was probably exactly reversed. The black is the bad guy, or the good guy rather, and the white is the bad guy. So that's kind of how it works.
It's weird, but yeah, we have a tendency to change. And it's like all the pagan holidays that we turned into Christian and Jewish holidays and stuff.
Yeah.
It's and other holidays. It's not just Jesse, the Muslims celebrate stuff on pagan holidays too, yeah. Man, everybody does. What are you talking about? We love
throughout history that's been repeated because it just makes more sense. If you come in and overtake a culture and their religious beliefs and tenets, you keep their same holidays, you just change the occasion right. for the new religion.
You look at it, Christianity, they wouldn't have Christmas if it wasn't for the pagans. So I'm sure they came up with a deal between the Christians and Christianity and the pagans. Who was right, Christianity or the pagans?
Yeah, I mean, either way, the keeping of the tradition keeps the people from seeing what's going on. It keeps everybody happy.
I mean, Halloween is like the pagan New Year, and then November 1st is what? All Souls Day, or All Saints Day. Hey, Heidi.
So, Jay, they said they live because the carbon atoms never ever break down.
Stay safe, Heidi.
Yeah.
They last forever. So even though everything else in the body breaks down, including the brain and the structure, the atoms that actually made you still are intact. That's kind of weird, man. That means you could.
So come on, man. Where'd they come up with this shit?
Well, that's just science. That's all that is. Atoms don't decay, so they do last forever.
Am I hearing this right? That the scientists are saying we're made out of atoms and we'll never die?
No. Yeah, they're saying the atoms won't never die, is what they're saying. The atoms that made you, the body that they created will break down and go away, but the atoms themselves will still survive.
Yeah.
So the core of who you are survives, which I guess you could say it was your soul. You could say it was whatever you wanted to say it was.
Whatever it is.
It did not find the soul. No.
You know what? That's a bunch of ostrich milk, man. That's a bunch of ostrich milk.
Okay, that just sounds caca poo poo. What's that, Jesse? Philosophical stuff like that? Nah, I stay out of that for the most part. Because God is what you make God to be. God, whatever the omnipotent super being we all talk about is, we don't know that being, okay? Because all we know is what humans have told us that God is. Oh yeah, Jack.
It could all be bullshit.
Did you see God stand on the fucking mountain and say, "Hey, you bunch of fucking morons, you know those 10 commandments? They're fucking real. You want to go to heaven? Pay attention to them." Have you heard anybody say that? No, you have not.
Nope.
In fact, the only people you've ever heard say that was a bunch of fucking disciples 100 years after Christ was dead. I mean, and remember.
Thank you.
And remember,
damn, Joe.
People, and we're believing a Bible when there was already a Bible written.
Yeah,
okay, remember, we're talking New Testament.
Dude, that's not even a freaking Bible. It's a book. It's all it is, a book, which needs to be
rewritten. Kodak is what it was, but
it needs to be rewritten, Joe.
So the original Kodak that I looked at, or I can't say it was original, but there's one that's like a 330 AD or something.
That's probably the earliest, I think, Bible.
So that one included a shitload of stories. So you know how we get what the apostles, we get what you get. David, John. Oh fuck, I can't even remember.
Well, the current
Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John.
So that's what we get today. But they had like the Mary Magdalene thing, the letters of Jesus.
Yeah, there's like
St. Thomas, the Book of Enoch.
Yeah, they exist in the Bible now, and there was at one point like 112. So a lot was taken out. So it doesn't necessarily, Sean, have to be rewritten so much as all the shit they took out put back in it. and then maybe we'll have the whole story.
But then again, I'm going to come back and I'm going to be the devil's advocate with you, Jay. Okay, look at the book of John. It was written 96 years after Christ died. Okay.
Yeah.
And who wrote John?
Wasn't John?
Who wrote John?
Biblical scholars. Almost all the book was written by biblical scholars.
Them scholars are fucking wrong, dude. Excuse my language.
Of course
I'm sorry.
Because they took a writing, they looked at a writing and said, like, okay, split a log, there I am. Split a rock there. And that means you don't need organized religion. Fuck organized religion. You can pray to Jesus in your backyard. If you want to have an organized thing at home, that's fine. If not, you just want to go in your house and say, hey, I love you, that's fine too. That's what it was supposed to be. That was the whole premises of it. But you can't make no fucking money on that. We needed organized religion where we could go around, take your money, take your tithes, take all your shit, make you get out there and plow the field, build the churches, and, waste your time on shit. God don't give a shit about any of that. What does he need that for? It's not like he's going to come live in the local church. He's going to be like, I'm living in a raggedy, roach-infested fucking thing. Get out of here.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to be honest with you. Right where I live in Pittsburgh, I mean, it's like a Catholicism. It's a Catholic, pure Catholic everywhere. Right? They're actually shutting down churches and merging them together. They're closing down a lot of Catholic schools because parents aren't sending their kids to Catholic schools anymore. Okay? Which shows me is that the Catholic religion or Christianity here in Pittsburgh just don't have the juice anymore. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, I thought you were going to say they don't have the Jews anymore. I was like, what?
Yeah.
The juice.
I
I
agree. Just sound like you was going there. That's all.
I think there's a lot of persecution going on, particularly Christian persecution in like Ethiopia and other places. So that may be part of that is people are a little, phobic of being found out that they're going to a Catholic school and having their kids haunted, terrorized, or even hurt. So that may be part of that.
That's in Ethiopia, dude. I'm talking here in the United States. I'm talking about Pittsburgh,
I know you are,
Pennsylvania.
Yeah. Think about it. Yeah, think about it. People could be scared of something like that. If it's happening there, it could work its way. They
don't trust the Christian religion. 4 years ago, they busted so many priests that were pedophilic. Okay. Mm-hmm. And that's when parents pulled their kids from the Catholic Church and the Catholic religion. My mom was 100% go to church every Sunday for all her life. And when she found out what the priest did, she quit going. She lost her faith.
Yeah.
I
never had any to begin with, but I did stop going a long, long time ago.
I believe there's something out there that is saving my ass right now, and that's all that matters. That's the way I look at it.
Hallelujah to that.
What's that?
I said hallelujah to that.
Yeah, something's out there. It could be a he, a she, or an it. I don't know, but I'm still here, and I'm still doing pretty good, even though my brain's all messed up.
So when you look at humans, we're this form because we're here. When we're somewhere else, wherever the universe deposits at, that's the form we're going to be in. So I don't think the form's as important as is the individual, the essence of who and what you are. I think is actually more important because that's what's going to travel with you. That's going to be, when you go to a new world or a new body or even come back to this one.
You're still you.
Actually, Jesse, who told you the Bible precludes reincarnation? The Bible believes in reincarnation. There's this guy in there that's really popular. His name is Jesus Christ, and he was reincarnated.
He promises life ever after.
Yes, and he's not the only one reincarnated. And then there's even got a few people that in there that are immortals. So
Lazarus.
There's a lot of stuff you shouldn't rule out because we really don't know. And remember, the Bible only includes like the last couple of thousand years of history. It's not like if you're listening to the Egyptians or the Sumerians, they have a much deeper. Right. Older history.
The book of Enoch allegedly was written before the what happened in the Bible, and they even mention in Enoch that almost all the events of the Bible are spelled out in the book. They even they don't mention him by the name Jesus, but by other names like the nicknames they call Jesus. The lion or the lamb or what have you. He's described 10,000 years before his story comes. Very strange.
Yeah, but that could also be Muhammad, some others too. It's gene. I don't know. That's very weird. It's but anyway. So if you Adam survive, you survive. Look at that. Oh, what do we got here? Oh, what is this one? A veteran died, then claimed angels revealed humanity's hidden purpose.
Yeah, look at you know what that looks like me.
Yeah.
That looks like me.
Well, he said the hidden purpose was to have lots of sex.
What?
Yeah.
That's what he
Are
said.
you serious?
He said it was to have lots of sex.
Oh Jesus! No.
He said
Lord,
he said there was very few people in the future.
My virgin ears. Oh my God.
Because everybody quit having real sex and started having sex with robots.
Joe,
and,
where in the hell do you get this shit from?
This is real news. It's come off of MSN and NBC and all. This is just regular news.
Well, there you go. MSNBC.
No, not MSNBC. We never get anything from MSNBC. No, sorry.
MSN now. Sorry.
Yeah, we do. We don't do them either. We'll take something from real NBC, from NBC Nightly News. We'll take stuff from them, but which is this article comes from MSN. Oh, look, there's a cute alien. Look at this alien. U.S. government hiding 4 types of alien bodies, claims whistleblower. Whistleblower can
see the picture.
It's just a gray.
Where's the picture?
Was it a real picture or is it an AI picture?
It was AI. All this is just crap. Anyway, we ain't looking. I'm not on that. Besides, I'm not on that page. What's this? Tropical storm Moke to impact U.S. Where is this? It must be on the west, on the Pacific, because we're not even nowhere close to M yet on the Atlantic. Oh well, people.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's Hawaii right there. Look, there's
Yeah, it's Hawaii.
Yeah. Oh man, this thing.
Boom! Right across.
It's which way the wind's going? Oh, so it's going this way. Oh wait, no, it's going. Anyway, it ain't going that way. So. No, Jack. These little lines are arrows, basically, that show you how the wind's flowing. See, it curves here and flows in here, and it's flowing around here and coming around like that.
It's following the.
It's got a little swirl, but then
current.
you've got a breeze
west.
coming through here that's pushing this. It's buffering this, so it's causing headwind. Well, yeah, that'll make a hurricane slow down and lose power. Yeah, it starts topping the top clouds and makes it lose strength. Yeah, no, there's actually a
Crossing
little
on the
term
land
for
will
it.
slow it down.
It's just the conditions. What do we got here? Ooh, what is this?
Oh man, we've seen this photo like 20,000 times already. Yes, we have.
This
is the F-47.
You think that's the F-47?
That's what it says.
No, that's not what it says. It says $20 billion fighter that could change everything, future air battles, Boeing's 47-7 Nega. So this is a plane, and this is a plane.
Okay, so that would be the 747/EAC/176. Okay, there we go.
Let me show Jay so he knows what I'm talking about here. Sean's just gonna think I'm crazy. So
I am.
Let me see. Hold on. Where we at? Fred, where we at? And why am I not on
right
camera?
here,
Okay, there
man.
we are. All right, there we are. So let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of this. Let's grab this. Let's slap that bitch in the ass. Let's move over here. No, we don't need that. Let's do this one. Yeah, here we go. All right, are we on the screen? No, we're not. Yeah, we are on the screen. Okay, let's see.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh.
Wow.
Can we blow these up?
That's the F-47 176,000 EAC-24.
Okay, get off the
Black one
get
looks
off
like
the
a
dress.
Foxbat from Firefox.
Okay, one is one plane that we're all familiar with. One is the plane that's about 4 times better than the F-47, which the government just asked why we're not using it. So this is an operational plane that's actually better than the F-47 is. So it's kind of like when they did the F-22 and the F-35. The F-22 has always been the better aircraft, but we went with the F-35. Why?
Because it was cheaper to make by about $1 billion.
No, it wasn't $1 billion, but
maybe 600,000.
Look at these things.
God. Wow.
See, this one just looks like an alien spacecraft.
What? Yeah.
See, look how the engine set up on this one. This is still dual, but it comes out as one. The F-47 comes out as 2. So it's a whole different design. See, that's a 47.
Now these planes, do they have to dress up in astronaut gear?
not the planes.
No,
there's
the
nobody
pilots.
operating it.
Oh yeah,
pilot.
they'll be the ones that will be. But in all fairness, see the black one? It can be a drone too.
Yeah.
Full-size fighter escort drone for its fighter. See, there's the F-47. See, you can always tell the F-47 because it has flank wings. Or whatchamacallit wings, not flank wings, but they come out right here. The other one, this jet right here, doesn't have those kind of wings.
No, those are chines. It's like
So,
the SR-71.
So one of China's Air Force generals said today that they're worried about the F-47. He said they've been checking it out. They said they've been watching the stat mocks on it, and they've been checking it out. And they're like, yeah, it's beastified. Now, this thing, though, is more beastified. So we've got, look at it. And so it's flying at Area 51. Huh? Look, there goes the Raptor. This is something we all see and get to see how, and we know this is beastified, this Raptor. And then you see this F-47 in this other plane, and you think, Jesus, what can these damn things do?
No, it's like a regular plane, though. Okay, now here we go.
That's what I'm talking about. This one right here.
Well, they showed a white, like a
I don't know what that was. The passenger plane?
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell that
was. Size comparison, maybe?
Yay, go underwater and fly underwater. I think that's the next
Oh,
one.
China has... Oh, look at that. That's badass. China has a...
My coffee is making me run to the horse races. I'll be back in a
China has a new boat plane. They say they can go underwater. Yeah, they say they can go underwater. We might have the article. I might have kept it today. It was. It looks like some kind of raggedy piece of crap plastic thing, but yeah. See, this plane is like 5 times as bad as the F-47, but we're not putting it into production.
Why?
I don't know. They won't say why. It's for the same reason the F-22 is only at. What happens is some of these planes become so sophisticated, they're scared that they'll fall into enemy hands and help our enemies to become, decades more advanced. That's why the F-22s, we wouldn't even sell them to our friends. We wouldn't even give them to the Brits or the Canadians. We're like, no, you can't have them. Sorry. We rarely even deploy them overseas because we're scared of losing one over there.
So okay, now here we go. Trump gave Turkey an F-35. Why?
Oh, because F-35s, we sell them to everybody. That's like the F-16 version now. It's just stealth fighter. Yeah, we sell them to everybody. Well, NATO allies and friends we sell them to, and Turkey's a NATO ally. I don't know how many he's going to give them, though, and part of that was Turkey's going to stop buying its missile defense from Russia and start buying it from us, and they're giving us one of Russia's, 400 series, their most advanced missile defense system. So we can bring it home and analyze it. So I think we came out on a deal, okay. It's what's that, Jimmy Lee? Some of this stuff gets really crazy. Hold on, let me go back and find it. Where was I? I was on this page. Yeah. No, we got a thing for the F-47. Somewhere later on we'll be watching it. What is this? AI uncovers numerous concealed alien worlds.
Really? Where?
No, they're not talking about alien living on worlds. They're just talking about alien worlds, outside of our world.
AI, though, you're saying AI.
AI found it, yeah. Well, AI finds all kind of shit. That's not, the only time you got to really worry about AI is when AI comes to a conclusion. AI is not real good with its conclusions yet. There's some work needs to be done there. Well, here's this. Oh, wait, we'll even play this. I think we got a clip on this one, so let's see. Put it on pause. Hey, that's what pause is for, bro. So we could put it on pause. Let's see what this is. Oh, yeah, okay. What the hell I was doing there for a minute. Jay, are we on the screen?
No. Now we are.
Okay,
now we are.
Let's hit skip on that. Let's blow this up. And let's put that on pause for a minute. Where is the audio control? There she blows.
President Trump will speak shortly at a campaign rally in South Carolina. He's expected to continue the administration emphasis on its economic policy ahead of the midterm elections. This comes amid a declaration of victory in the conflict between the U.S. and Iran from the Islamic Republic. Iran's president saying the war should conclude now while Tehran is in what he calls a position of power. As you can imagine, President Trump and his administration have a very different view. Correspondent Mark Meredith has the story live from the North Lawn of the White House.
Because he knows what's coming next.
Right, good evening.
The infrastructure is going to die.
Both the president and vice president out on the campaign trail to convince voters they are focused on the economy, even as questions still linger about inflation, the price of gas, and the ever-rising cost of living.
We're going to South Carolina. Darlene Graham is doing very well.
Tonight, President Trump returns to the campaign trail, this time stumping in Myrtle Beach for Senator Darlene Graham, the sister
This don't
of
sound
late
like Iran
Graham,
surrendering to
who
me.
faces Congressman Ralph Norman.
No, it doesn't.
This sounds like a
She's a
free
terrific
publicity
woman.
blip here.
And so I thought we'd do a little bit of a rally for her. And
Trump.
it'll be very interesting.
You
Trump's
scary
trip
looking.
follows Vice President
Ooh,
Pence,
look
who
at
also
JD
did
looking
stuff
good, baby, looking good.
even making
How
a
come
stop
everybody in
at
the
a
bar
family
looks like
restaurant
him?
near
That's
his
getting
hometown of
scary.
Middletown,
Okay.
Ohio.
Hey, Kara. Hey, Kara.
Republican incumbent John Huston and former Democratic Senator Sherrod Brown. Vance urging voters.
Hey, what the? Zero, fuck you.
Not to lose faith in the MAGA agenda.
I'm not saying it's going to be easy or it's all going to happen overnight, but in just 18 months, we have seen an explosion of rebuilding in the American heartland.
Yes, we
With
have.
midterms on the mind, the
Be
White House
free,
is taking
people.
new steps,
Run.
it says, to bring down the cost of living. Today, the president announcing a
Oh, wait,
suspension
wait,
of
wait.
tariffs on up to 300,000 tons of imported beef.
We want to get the beef prices down, so we'll get
Yeah,
it down
wait,
a
wait,
little
wait.
bit.
Stop.
Yeah, you're
Pause.
And that's what people want. That's what the voters want.
Where's the
But
pause
America's
button? I'm
beef
in the wrong
industry
place.
says the tariff rollback.
Okay. I'm a little aggravated with this part because I know Brazil, who got pretty good beef. Sean probably knows better who's got beef than I do. Brazil,
Yeah.
Mexico, and Argentina want to all sell us beef, including Canada. Right
Australia.
now.
Australia,
Yeah, Australia.
brother.
So we could be paying a third of what we're paying for beef right now. But our government has decided, because we don't want to stick our foot in our cattleman's ass, that we're just going to bin and bear. Sorry. Oh, okay.
That's what
Grin and bear it, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I'll
what
take-
happened to Tyson. That's why they closed up. They were running out of cows.
So then the guy comes on. He proceeds to say, he said, well, you know, today, full-size cow will produce about 1,400 pounds of beef. Whereas, 10 years ago or 20 years ago, it was about 800 pounds of beef. So he says, not quite double, but it's close. He said, if it wouldn't be for that, he said, we would be out of beef in the United States. And so then, of course, the reporter, being a nice, smart young woman, goes, so why don't we buy from other countries? And then that's when he said, well, they're trying to protect us. He said, which I disagree with. He said, what they should do is offer the ranchers subsidies and go ahead and bring in the beef. He said, before we don't have, he said, and then that's another thing. He said, why haven't these cattle ranches went and just bought a bunch of new cows to put in, in their stock? Because there's cows all around the world. We're the only one with a shortage right now. And
how long does it take to get a cow from foal to beef producing age?
2 years.
3 years. 3 years.
3 years. 3. Okay. 3.
No, that's it. Now that's what we call veal. So, but I think for a full age, it's 5 years minimum.
No,
Veal.
veal's a year.
Veal is right out of the cow's belly, man. That's
No,
veal.
veal is 3 years old.
Yeah, I didn't even think it was that. I thought it was under a year, actually.
It's under a year.
Yeah, I thought it was under a year.
No, it's under a year.
That it's supposed to be calf is what it's supposed to be. That's the whole point of view. It's supposed.
Well,
to be
you know
calf.
what else? And I'll be honest with you. There's some people that actually that calf coming out of the cow does not hit the ground. They catch it.
Oh yeah, I know.
They catch it.
Especially if you're getting any of that Wahoo beef, man, and out of Japan, they never touch the ground. They're milk fed.
Listen,
they're massaged.
I would love to be a ragu or wagyu beef man. They can massage me all the time, man.
I know, man. They.
But Joe, have you ever seen them though? If you look at the meat, the marbling, it's all white. It's like all fat. It's ridiculous.
It's too okay. So every time I go to California, they get big on their little Wagyu beef. So and it's getting to be kind of regular out there, so it's not as expensive. So when you're in California, in California they give you so they sell the scraps of the Wagyu beef. They also sell the fat, so that you can cook in the fat. Like your hamburgers, your regular beef, and it tastes more like Wagyu beef. Well. Okay, first off, I don't find Wagyu's got all that great of a taste. The fat doesn't have. So Well, people. So most cows are going to have some grass fed, and usually it's going to be a particular type of grass because they don't want it to taste like sage or anything. So they usually feed them some pretty decent grasses. You'd be surprised how many of these ranchers go out there and seed so their cows are getting the right kind of grass. And then, generally, depending on the cow and the size, I know for us, when we would bring a cow to slaughter 7 or 8 months before we brought them to slaughter, we put them on a honey molasses and a sweet grain mix. And when they started pooping gold, just solid for like 2 months, they went to the slaughterhouse. The beef was tender. It was well marbled. It was well tasted. There was no wild flavors in it. It was 100% black Angus pure beef.
I hate to bust your bubble, buddy, but being in the business for 26 years, a cow is a cow is a cow is a cow.
Yeah. Well, I would believe that, but the problem is I've eaten different cows and they aren't the same. They don't taste the same. I
have tasted regular cow with Angus cow, and dude, there is no difference.
Well, you see, then you haven't really eaten a bunch of cows, hey? That just tells me I've eaten more beef than you. So when you're eating out west, especially if you're like in Kansas, Montana, places like that, their beef tastes sagey. It's nasty. I mean, it's nasty. I wouldn't even eat it. I mean, it was nasty. It was just So
I don't mind a nice sage encrusted steak, but it is an acquired taste.
Absolutely. Yeah, but this is it's more than that. Plus, I noticed like the cows you get the local cows down here, they're nice thick ribs of marble, big layers of fat on the outside. You get cows from out west or up north, they're not the same. They don't even.
Are they grass fed, dude? Are they grass fed?
No, they're multiple. So they're grass and grain fed. So no, that's almost anybody who runs a big ranch is going to always the last 6 or 7 months are going to put them on a grain mix. It cleans out their insides. It cleans out any nastiness out of them. It helps them it gives a meat a milder flavor and a more marbled flavor. Gives it actually more marble. It gives the flavor itself, the marble, more flavor. I actually know quite a few people who raise cows. I grew up with my uncles and them, and they all were big ranchers. And they'll tell you that there's a big difference between like Mexican. They'll tell you just Mexican and American beef taste is different, and they're the same damn cow.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But the only thing is, when we get fillets, and that's all we get from Mexico is fillets. Okay, there's no fat on them, Joe. They are
no fat on fillets we get here.
No, Joe, I'm telling you, you can tell when you cut a fillet from Mexico and you cut a fillet from the United States cow. You can see the difference. You can feel the difference.
No, you probably can.
Oh, yeah.
But you see, here it's weird. So we get filet mignon, regular filet mignon, and there'll be a little bitty tiny bit of fat in it. Then they got what they call
the silver.
No, I got another name for it. But anyway, Supreme or some shit. But anyway, that shit, there's no fat anyway. There's no flavor to it whatsoever because there's nothing in it. But it's a beautiful piece of beef, and this shit melts in your mouth. So throw a hollandaise or a Bernese sauce or something on top of it. Probably be one of the best steaks you ever had. But if you try to just eat the steak, you can't even absorb shit with the gravy because there's just no flavor in it. So you got to have a flavored steak. And I got to be honest with you people. I'm funny about I know how to cook a lot of different steaks. My family owns some steak restaurants. I got to be honest. My all-time favorite steak will always be a salt and pepper steak. I'm just going to be a salt and pepper steak. Nothing fancy on an open grill, an open flame grill. Salt and pepper doesn't need anything more than that. Best steak you'll ever have.
That's all you need is salt and pepper. You're right, Joe. 100%.
Now, if you want to go ahead and add you some garlic butter and stuff, and if I add garlic butter, a lot of times I'll just cut a slice of garlic butter and drop it on, and after I take it out, I'll let it flame up a little bit. Because, garlic butter always tastes better when it's got a little flame to it. That's the flame chars that gives it a little bit different flavor. But anyway, those are great steaks. They're easy to make.
How do you like your steak cooked, Joe?
Generally medium rare. These days I eat it medium more than medium rare. Mainly because
3 minutes on one side, 3 minutes on the other, just enough to kill the bacteria that's on the meat, and then I eat it.
It's that's a medium rare steak. That's basically just medium rare. No, Gina, medium rare is like 120, I think. No. Okay, Chris. Two things: you never cook a steak to 165 degrees ever, and you never cook a pork tenderloin to 165 degrees, you will have just ruined both of them.
Yep, absolutely.
Pork tenderloin, 140 degrees is perfect for pork tenderloin. It'll be meltable in your mouth. Steak, it depends on the steak. 120, 140. No, because 160 means it's well done. Yes, I mean well done, like a fucking rubber shoe or something you're chewing on.
Yeah, and if I ever find out somebody put ketchup on their steak, I'm going to go wherever they are and smack them.
Yes, me and my son used to fight about it. We were out one night. We had a steak restaurant. I mean, this fucking place is expensive, right? The porterhouse was $62. The filet mignon guy was like $71. He got one of those mini ribeyes. I think it was $40. The first thing he does is grab the ketchup and then the A1.
Oh my God.
And I literally, before I caught myself, I reached over and went, what the hell's wrong with you? I said, get that shit off there and throw some salt and pepper and eat that damn steak. Oh, no, Dad, that's nasty. I'm like, what do you mean it's nasty?
Oh, my God. Then why are you eating a steak?
That's what I said. I said, dude, you're missing the point of a steak. I said, if you just want to spend a bunch of money, if you just want to throw ketchup on everything, just go get a fucking hamburger.
Yeah.
I said, then you're only paying $5 or $10, or maybe a sirloin or something, something cheap. No, I wouldn't put it on London broil. I won't put ketchup on any steak. I don't give a shit what kind.
No London broil. Ketchup on London broil. No.
I make a mean London broil. No, I marinate my London broils.
Oh yes.
I like flank steaks too, but flank steak is you know what I like flank steak for is fajitas because I like to cut it on.
Yeah. Well, you know what?
Rice is usually where you get the flank steak.
Here's the secret. Here's the secret on flank steak. If you go to any Chinese restaurant and you order any type of beef dinner, it's flank steak, nothing else.
Yes.
Just flank. That's all they order is flank. And on the chicken, if you get any chicken meal, it's always chicken thighs that they use.
Mostly it's all.
Yeah, they pay more if you put the breast in it. Yeah. That's the truth. That's the truth.
What, Jack? A skirt steak and what we were just talking about? I don't know what the difference is.
Skirt steak is, to me, is rough. All right. It's really gristly. It's real gristly. There's a big difference. There's a real big difference between a skirt steak and a flank steak. A big difference.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Jimmy, I'll tell you what I do. I wait till some good deals. Like right now, my local butcher who gets local Black Angus fed, they eat alfalfa grass half the year, and the other time they're being fed on hay and this other wheat, and then for 4 months they're fed this grain before they go to slaughter. It's fabulous beef. It's good for you. It tastes good. It's way more expensive than it used to be. Yes, it is more expensive than it used to be. But it's nice because like right now you can go, so you can get the half filet for $9.99 a pound, which is about $35 for a half filet. You get about 8 2-inch fillets out of it. And or sometimes the halves come in different sizes. Yeah, I mean, some are smaller, some are bigger. One might cost you 30, one might cost you 50. Now they do the bone-in, not the porterhouse. They do the bone-in ribeyes for $5.99 a pound or $6.99 a pound. So it's about $145 for a whole, and you get 15 2-inch steaks out of it. Beautiful steak. Same thing with the T-bone. T-bone's a little bit more expensive, but no, dude, the porterhouse is more expensive because the porterhouse has a filet mignon on it. No, T-bone has like a mini tail. Porterhouse has a big tail. Yeah, you can tell a difference. All you got to do is look at the steak. Both have the New York strip on the right side. The left side is the filet mignon. The T-bone has a little tiny piece, and the porterhouse a filet. Yeah, it might not have any at all.
Not at all.
No,
we make those.
Filet.
We make those into bone-in strips.
Yeah.
The end of it, we make T-bone. I mean strip steaks, bone-in. But Joe, here's the secret. Here's the secret, and I'm going to tell all our listeners out there. Okay, here's the secret.
I'm going to put a hit on these people, man.
Whenever you go to a butcher and you say you want a T-bone, the seventh steak from the porterhouse. So you cut 6 porters, and then you cut another one, which is actually the T-bone thingy, is the T-bone steak. get that one because it has the same size fillet as the porterhouse does, and the strip is a lot better than the strip side of a porterhouse, because the strip side of the porterhouse is really not good, dude. It is
tough. It's a New York strip, is what it is. It's,
so that's why I stay away from them.
Jesse, New York strip is out of all my steaks, it's not my least favorite, but it's like on the top steaks, it's like third or fourth. Well, no, you got to know how to cook them.
Well, here's
you know the best way to do with them. I'll tell you a little secret.
Throw them away.
I got no. I got aggravated one day. So I live in I'm a Cajun, I'm a Cougon. Okay, so I got aggravated one day. I took out the Cajun injector, and I stuffed it full of stuff. And I took the damn steak and threw it on the ground. And went. I mean, I did it for like 20, 30 times, man. I was pissed. So I took the steak, flung it out on the grill outside. Damn thing basically blew up because the grill was so hot and there was so much shit leaking out. It just was like flames everywhere. I'm getting the sprayer out. I'm looking at this thing going, I wonder if this steak's going to survive this experiment. So anyway, I get it inside, and I said, you know what? I still don't like the way it looks. So I grab a big hunk of blue cheese and throw it on top of it, throw it back on, shot some juice around it, caused a big old flame melt, crusted up the blue cheese. So I get this thing on a plate. Now it's about medium. This bitch is pouring out blood, pouring out juice, it's melting. This fucking steak was good, people. It's New York stripper nice fucking steak was good. But that's about the only way I can eat one. Because, dude, if you put a New York strip on a barbecue grill, it's like a chew afterwards. I don't care what you're cooking to.
No, you're right. You're right.
Medium rare.
Another one, Joe. Another one, okay, I call it the poor man's steak, is to get a top sirloin. But here's the secret here's the secret on the top sirloin. There's a cap on top of that sirloin. That is the best part of that whole sirloin, dude, is the cap meat. So for all our listeners out there, go to your butcher and say you want the cap meat off the top sirloin. I can guarantee it. You won't go to nothing else.
Guarantee. That's how we say it down here, Cajun land.
Yep. Guarantee it.
Actually, no, we're getting ready to go back to the election. Jay put the food porn up there. He's bad like that.
Yeah, we all were talking about food porn.
We were talking beef. You have to put a cow up there, Joe. I meant Jay.
There was a cow up there. I put it in food porn. We were talking about
this ain't even a fucking beef cow. Why is this even up here? This is a Holstein cow.
That's your video.
It's a milking cow, man. I know, but it's a milk cow.
It's a milk cow.
Jesse, you can make milk cows and beef cows, but they don't taste right.
You do not want to cut into a milk cow.
They use them for dog feed, man.
Oh my God, their meat is so gross. Oh,
they use them for dog food because they're work cows. They've been overworked. All the juice has been sucked out, all the minerals, because they're just sucking that milk out of them nonstop.
Oh, I cut one open one time, dude. It was bad. Shit ran everywhere. It was terrible, man. It disintegrated off the bone. No shit.
If I would doubt it, they work the hell out. Well, they got new rules about them now. So now they work so long, then they got to retire them. Well, retiring means a lot. Some people say it's a field. I think it's the dog food place. Yeah, I think that's what the retirement is.
I would think.
Jesse, the different states have different rules about euthanizing food animals. Most of them now have to use some kind of humane. Well, first they were shocking them. Everybody said that was inhumane, and then for a long time, cows especially, they just used to hit them in the head with a 5-pound hammer. A sledgehammer.
No, they still shock the cows. They still do it. Where I'm
See, they're not supposed to do that because it fucks up the meat. It's
I'll tell you what fucks up the meat. Okay, so here's what happens, and this is how it works. So you got the cow going through the chute. Okay, and right before they get zapped, they tense up. Okay, the cows tense, and then they shoot them. It does change the color of the meat. I mean, look at, for instance, on your T-bone, right? Your strip could be perfect, all brown. It's brown, really, literally brown.
It's supposed to be brown. That's what it's actually.
No. I mean, it's bad. And then on the other side, where the fillet is, it's red.
Yeah. See, well, I
For
know.
a time, I mean, if you leave it at the air long enough, almost all red meat.
But no. So when I was a kid, there's not one slaughterhouse I didn't go into, and we went in a lot because my grandpa and him were always getting something slaughtered. It's the beef and even the stuff we bought and brought home was always brown. It was never red. Not like you get in the grocery store. That shit's actually treated to be red. Real beef just isn't that color. That's not the true color. As a matter of fact, and you don't have to believe me, people. You want to find out for sure? Go to like a Rouse's Chain Market. They still have the beef inside of a curing agent. There's no air conditioners, no keeping it cold or anything. Okay, so the beef is brown like that. That's what it looks like.
And they salt the shit out of it.
And then they salt it and they put it in and they let it age some more. So when I was a kid, my grandpa and would take a steak out the freezer, out the refrigerator, and throw it on the counter and leave it there all day. People tell you that, well, you're crazy today. Well, you know what? It didn't kill any of them, and the steaks tasted better. So because it aged it, it flavored it. So it's not quite what we were all taught to be. But I know there wasn't a slaughterhouse we went into that the beef was more brown than it was red. And even today, if you break open ground meat, a lot of times you'll see that it's brown inside. Mm-hmm. It's because that's the true color. The other color is depends on where it is. You know what?
Iron blood, it turns to rust. It turns reddy brown.
Well, so what's gotten so many people in trouble over the years? Well, no, Jack. So they take it's a Clorox water mixture and then wipe it off. Yeah, it turns the ground meat red. I've seen them actually do it before.
Well, you know what,
man.
You know what they used to do when my mom was young? They had a butcher shop, and what that boy would do
7489
would actually put red dye in the ground beef to make it look red.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's,
and they still do. Like the midnight shop.
No.
Yeah, they can't use that red dye anymore. Yeah.
No, you can't do that.
And,
no.
What was that red dye? Whichever one it was that caused cancer, they cracked down on red dye.
Oh yeah, you can't.
I can't remember which one it was. 4, 8, one of them. I was fucking one of those red dyes.
I don't know, but Jay, honest to God, if they say like if I decided to put red dye in the ground meat and they busted me, I can close down that whole supermarket, that whole meat department, and they'll get fined, and I probably get fined for doing that.
Yep.
Just can't do that.
Probably would too.
Yeah, that's get some busted. You go home and poop blood and get it analyzed, and it's not blood; it's red dye. They're like, well, where the hell this come from?
Yeah.
Oh, it's ground meat, man. Yeah. Anyway, no, that's just disgusting. Oh, hey, we're gonna put this back on. Hold on. Oh, wait, Joe, you might go to the right place. Oh, by the way, now for you rookies in the place, so you see how we got this cow up on our screen? The thing that holds it, there's actually look how cute that is. There's you can control the volume on the lower screen now. You don't have to you don't have to leave here to control the volume. That was kind of a cool little thing they added in. We use StreamYard, Jack, yeah. We all like it mostly.
Could make it harder for U.S. ranchers to compete.
The best thing is to stay out of our business. Let us work the way we do as producers to take care of our cattle.
No, dude, because I'm paying $7 for a fucking pound of ground meat. No.
The president's foreign policy, specifically the war in Iran, that's hurting Americans' bottom line.
No, it's not.
To do is get to the negotiating table in a serious way and get the Strait of Hormuz open.
Next
dude,
week,
we don't get anything from the Strait of Hormuz.
He calls economic D-Day against Iran, sweeping new but unspecified sanctions against the regime. Iran's president, who has kept a fairly low profile over the last
'cause you don't want to get killed,
said today now may be the time to end the conflict.
On Monday, it's Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent who's expected to lay out how the administration plans to punish Iran further financially. Already, China is coming out against additional sanctions, insisting it only create more problems in the region. Brett?
Mark Meredith, live on the North Lawn. Mark, thanks.
Yeah, because we won't let China sell them anything. That's what the problem is.
What can you learn from your
drone? Another drone. Oh, some Chinese
What
soldier.
you see right here is getting the world nervous.
This guy sounds like...
Because this balloon was from China and quite possibly it was spying on its biggest military rival, the United States. That's why the US already shut it down.
When I was briefed on the balloon, Order the Pentagon to shoot it down.
And surprisingly,
after a week of floating around our
China
country.
is angry, saying it was just an accident and the US is overreacting. So I hate to be the one asking it, but Night Fam, what is China spying for? And is this why US is also cracking down on TikTok?
This is a tense moment. It was already tense. We had a U.S. Air Force general within the last week or so warning his forces under his command to be prepared for the prospect of war with China as soon as the year 2025.
What exactly
China,
is
we
in
will
this
fucking
mysterious
nuke you
balloon?
off the face of Earth. You will no longer exist.
And should the rest of the world be afraid?
Crazy fucking Americans.
Here's
still will.
everything we know about what just happened.
Especially Elon should be
See,
living
the
on
first question
Mars.
that comes to mind is, are they fools? In the age of satellites, why even use balloons when it's quite predictable that a thing like this would be tracked and spotted?
All right, you're officially protected by America's #1 motorcycle insurer. Because, hey, we know it's...
Because, hey, we know, baby, we know. Oh, wait, what we got here? We got some Barack Obama looking stuff here. What's this?
Food
Let's
porn.
go see. Let's see. We ain't on food porn no more. We're on political porn now, baby.
Yeah, where did that flipper go?
Okay. This is Michelle DeRoche's favorite person. She says she wishes he'd come be president in Canada now. I was like, Michelle, really? It's not to fire your ass, man.
Like the country isn't falling to crap enough. You know, send him over to fix it.
Yeah. I think Michelle would fix his ass, but anyway. Hey, Kara. Okay, sorry. What was I doing? Oh, I was playing this. That's what I was doing. Yeah, I'm hyper tonight. Don't ask me. Fuck that. Hit the button. Yeah, I've been looking forward to cursing all week, Jesse. So don't ask me that again because I'm going to tell you the F word, all right? I'm trying to be nice, but you're not making it easy on me, dude.
Fox News alert, the director of national intelligence, Tulsi Gabbard, releasing a bombshell report today.
Oh, this is
that shows a
goldie
conspiracy
news,
by a
man.
sitting president, Barack
We'll
Obama,
listen
and
for a
his
minute.
intel agencies to sabotage the president-elect, Donald Trump, brainwash the electorate, and undermine the legitimacy of an election.
It's good to remind people.
There is irrefutable evidence that detail how President Obama and his national security team directed the creation of an intelligence community assessment that they knew was false.
You know what? I haven't
They
heard anything
knew
about
it
her
would
husband. I
promote
wonder
this
how he's doing.
contrived narrative that Russia interfered in the 2016 election to help President Trump win, selling it to the American people as though it were true. It wasn't.
It wasn't.
Gabbard got her hands on a House intel report that's been locked away in a CIA vault for almost a decade. Investigators spent over 2,000 hours looking into how the Russia hoax was born, interviewing 20 CIA and FBI officials. And it turns out that the Obama administration doctored the intelligence to make it look like Putin and Trump stole the election. A month after Trump beat Hillary, Barack Obama wasn't satisfied with his intelligence reporting and ordered his CIA director to create a new assessment of how Russia interfered with the election. This was a highly unusual move. John Brennan handpicked 5 CIA analysts to write the assessment, and they were siloed. None of them knew what the other was doing. And only one analyst was in charge of drafting this report. There was nothing routine about this, and it was a rush job to publish before Trump was sworn in. Nothing was coordinated with the other intelligence agencies either. Basically, this was home cooking for Barack Obama. There were 4 key elements from the assessment that were repeated over and over again and formed the basis of the Russia hoax and the Robert Mueller witch hunt. 1, that Vladimir Putin wanted Donald Trump to win. 2, Putin took action to help Trump win. 3, the Russians had blackmail on Trump. That was the Steele dossier. And 4, that the Russians tried colluding with the Trump campaign. None of any of this was ever true. There was no reliable intelligence to support any of these allegations. Senior CIA officials repeatedly refused to traffic in these allegations, but they were repeatedly overruled by CIA Director Brennan and FBI Director Comey, who insisted that they be pushed. even without verifiable evidence. The Obama administration cherry-picked the intelligence, lied about their sources, misquoted sources, didn't corroborate their claims, suppressed intelligence that ran counter to their narratives, and even used anonymous internet postings. Rank and file CIA admitted what they were doing violated their own tradecraft standards. There was a massive pressure campaign that came right from the top. CIA analysts say they received unusual directives from political appointees, the CIA director, and Obama himself. This is how the Russia hoax was born.
Donald Trump knows that the Russians helped him win in 2016.
Putin hated Secretary Clinton so much. The flip side of that coin was he had a clear preference for the person running against the person he hated so much.
It was Russia in a very systematic way in trying to interfere in the election and to try to advance the prospects of Donald Trump being elected.
This was such a malicious disinformation campaign perpetrated on the American people that at one point, 60% of Democrats believed the Russians hacked our voting machines to help Trump win the White House. What this report actually shows is that the Russians just wanted to create chaos and undermine Americans' faith in democracy. Solid intelligence suggested that Vladimir Putin didn't care who won. He had no preference.
That's not true.
But like most people, expected Hillary to win and had a little docket of compromising dirt on her, dirt that he never released. Now, if Putin wanted Trump to win, why didn't Putin drop the dirt?
There were high-level DNC emails that detailed evidence of Hillary's, quote, psycho-emotional problems, uncontrolled fits of anger, aggression, and cheerfulness, and that then Secretary Clinton was allegedly on a daily regimen of heavy tranquilizers. Then CIA Director Brennan and the intelligence community mischaracterized intelligence and relied on dubious substandard sources to create a contrived false narrative that Putin developed a quote-unquote clear preference for Trump.
Now, if Clinton was on tranquilizers like the Russians believed, why didn't they leak it to help Trump win?
How credible was the information about Hillary Clinton's health?
All I have seen is what the Intelligence Committee have reported through their investigation. I think the underlying point there is that we understand from intelligence what Russia said that they had. And the important point here is that if they were trying to influence the election, as President Obama and James Clapper and John Brennan, everybody said they were doing in order to support Donald Trump's election, they would have released the most damning of that information.
Obama and his spy chiefs knew that Putin didn't prefer Trump over Hillary, but they cooked the intelligence to make it look like he did. Obama and his intel spies knew that Putin didn't collude with Trump and that he didn't even direct his people to help Trump win.
I don't know why this guy.
But they put it out there anyway. In a sense, Barack Obama did exactly what Putin wanted, undermined Americans' faith in free and fair elections and caused chaos in our country. Barack Obama, the CIA, and the FBI were the ones doing what our enemy wanted.
That's interesting.
Do you believe that any of this new information implicates former President Obama in criminal behavior?
Yes.
We have referred and will continue to refer all of these documents to the Department of Justice and the FBI to investigate the criminal implications of this.
For even former
The
President
evidence,
Obama?
correct. The evidence that we have found and that we have released.
We love you, Chelsea, and we hope your old man can pull it off. Oh, what's this? Whoa, hello. It's Farrah
Fawcett. Farrah Fawcett on the right, I think.
I don't know who the other chick is. Okay, free audio. And, oh, look, that's a weed, man. Weed kick off.
Why do you spin around before you poop?
Because this is serious.
Serious?
Yes. Pooping is a vulnerable moment.
So the spinning is?
Inspection. I check the ground, I check the air, I check for danger.
Danger?
Yeah. You never know. A leaf could move.
And the direction?
My body has to agree.
So you're not being dramatic?
No.
Why do you spin around before?
I looked at the clock and it's broken. It did break because I looked at my tummy clock and it never breaks and it says for sure that it's time for us to eat for sure.
Why do you spin around before you poop?
That's like one of mine, man. Describe Hillary Clinton in one word. Despicable.
How about this? I have one sentence. people don't have 56 friends commit suicide.
Yes. Or 4 police officers in Harrison County, Texas, in 6 weeks. That's interesting. No, that's a true story. We were talking about it before the show. Oh man, I'll cook some awesome man. Yeah, I'm ready. Okay, we just whoa, there's Sean's girlfriend. Sean, I thought you said you put this bitch in prison, man. What happened?
No, she escaped.
Oh, she did escape.
Oh, who's that?
This chick looks really. Oh, that's Ivanka Trump. That's why she looks fucking familiar. Okay, I think she looks really, really familiar. You're a dumbass. That's why you should know who she is. It's blooded. We
I believe warriors have difficulty asking for help.
Yeah, we don't care about you. We don't care about you either. That was scary, man. Capitalism, socialism. There we go. Yeah, we go. Elon, you show them the difference, man.
Yep.
Yeah. That's a true statement, people. You can't get better than that. You don't believe me? Here's an easy one for you. Get in your car. If you're in the United States, drive all the way down to the furthest tip of the Florida Keys. There's a little town down there. You're going to see they're going to have everything you want. They got food, they got drink, they got alcohol, all the modern conversions. Next morning, rent yourself a little boat. Head back. It's going to take about 3 hours. It's about 75 miles. Well, if you're in a speedboat, it won't take 3 hours. But if a normal boat, it'll take 3 hours. You'll get there. You'll arrive in Cuba, and you'll notice they don't even have lights. Food in the grocery store, no, most of the shelves are empty. That's socialism. But yet, get back in your boat and just 75 miles away, there in Florida, and you can get everything you want.
Okay, question to ask you. So if I want to go to Cuba, do I need a passport if I'm on a boat?
You know, that's a good question. I don't think Americans really care, but I don't know if we can even get a passport to Cuba. Jay, ask Google if we can get a passport to Cuba. It's
I don't think we can either. Hey, Google, can I get a passport to Cuba?
Well, I know people go. I just don't know how to go.
Passport specifically for Cuba, as your passport is for international travel in general. While you can use your U.S. passport to enter Cuba, you must travel under one of 12 authorized categories, such as support for the Cuban people, as tourism is not a permitted reason. You will also need an e-visa and to complete the De Viajero entry form before you fly. Would you like to know more about those 12 authorized
Google, stop.
categories?
Hey, Google, stop.
No.
Yeah. But no, you can't.
Anyway, I guess we're not going to Cuba. Yeah.
No. Not legally.
Some guy flying around.
Well, I see the smile on Jay's face right now.
My, that is bad to the bone, baby. Oh my God.
It's just sitting there. It's just stuck here.
Look at this thing, man. Look, we just.
Trish, look at that.
Damn, it even looks like it's just a thin little wisp up there. You know, that jet doesn't even look like it's moving. You know it's hauling ass. FY-23 Black Widow 2. Conducting test over the Grand Canyon.
Uh-oh.
Sorry to
Oh,
hear
wow.
about
Yeah, see it? Got an angel on her chest.
Yeah. Oh, no, look, it's cool looking. People. We don't broadcast for other radio stations, sorry. Oh, yeah, by the way, I'm glad I've seen this. The justices said, yeah, Trump, you can go ahead and build your East Wing. Fuck it.
Yeah, after it's like, what, 3/4 done already?
You know, they said, fuck the liberals. It's, this guy here, this couillon, Mr. Stale Cracker. This
Corn
guy,
whiskey?
He cooks. So he used to be a state trooper in Louisiana. Story has he got in a little trouble down in the bayou. Him and some friends got drunk. Guy was driving a boat, ran a bunch of people, hurt some people. Anyway, it was a big deal. They made a big shit out of him, like trying to make an example out of him. Suspended him for a year, did all kind of shit to him. He finally got in court and he won, you know. and got back, and they reinstated him the whole 9 years. Well, meanwhile, while he was doing that, he had, started setting up this little business and cooking and putting crawfish out and selling them and selling recipes, and got him a good online presence where people come watch his crazy ass cook and shit and talk just crazy fool talk and shit, and started making some real money and realized, fuck being a trooper. The shit, I'm gonna get shot at and I ain't even gonna get paid because, once you hit a certain point on YouTube and all of them, you're making big money. So he's comfortable now. His businesses do good, and he's just a crazy couillon redneck. Yeah. Well, there ain't too many true. He's close. I'm part couillon, part coon ass. Yeah, I'm not full coon ass. No, sorry, I'm not full couillon either. So. Hey, I don't make the rules, my friend. I just gotta live by them. Nope, don't want to know about that. Don't care about that. Don't care about that. Why the hell are we on this page? I thought that was somebody else. This dude on the left looks. I don't know what it is. Just whoa, what's this?
I don't know.
Oh, this is like from the Star Raiders.
It is the F-186 64E 2478.
Well, whatever she's on, he needs to be sharing with the rest of us tonight. So it's a drone in New Jersey.
No, it's the F-476/64F 148,000A.
Oh Lord, no more drugs for him. And that was in 2024. I'm not even interested in 2024. Ooh, I could go for some cheese, man. Send me some cheese, man. Shit. Yeah, what the hell is this? What do you mean, Jag?
Who's your dog barking at, Jake?
He's out back.
In the comments.
Oh. We don't get to hear it sing. They would kiss my you-know-what, man. That's it. Whoever that was getting blocked. I don't care about none of that. And this is not where we're supposed to be, so how do we get here?
Whoa.
We're supposed to be. Whoa, wait. What? Sean said, whoa. Whoa, okay. That's why Sean said, whoa. Okay, let's move along. Don't poke nobody's eyeballs out. Okay, inflation president. It's like they try to make Obama have the lowest inflation any president. It's such fucking bullshit. No, it was Trump, and in the end, it shows it was Trump. Yeah, Jack, it was Trump. Let's get out of here. All right, let's go back over here by the boys. Oh, we're not on camera. Michelle gonna fire the whole fucking bunch of us. Let's see. No, I forget when I go off and do stuff. I forget and turn it back on when I come back. Well, because I'm not on the same page.
Right, we're on other pages looking at stuff, verifying.
Yeah, man. Taking care of beeswax, man. Taking care of the bees, man. Yeah, taking care of the bees. Oh no, hold on. Let me put this up right quick. Okay, why we get blocked? What the hell did we play that got blocked?
Well, we're blocked. No, we're not.
Your video blocked. We cannot be viewed in 228 locations for what? Supreme Court. All I see is the three of us on the fucking screen.
Weird.
Oh, it must have been for son of a bitch, I guess.
Maybe.
Well, you have to explain that one to Michelle, Joe.
Well, no, they can't. They can see us everywhere else. Nothing else blocked. I mean, on YouTube and nothing. All that seems fine. I don't see anything on there. It's I guess it's a damn son of a bitch song. Now I'm gonna have to be saying son of a bitch the rest of that show. Let's see. Well, all right, where are we? Let me come back over here and grab this right quick. Ooh, we need something. Why? Oh, that's why. I keep seeing us. It was weirding me out. See us, there we are.
Oh, yeah. Because
that's the one we were blocked. I was like, what the hell? Why do you keep seeing us?
We're frozen.
Yeah, people. So we're just stopping by there. So So we've been there. Then we've been through some stories. There. Oh, what's that? 8 U.S. states that would be hit first in World War III. I wonder what they are.
Maryland,
Montana.
probably.
Pittsburgh.
Montana.
It says
Montana.
Pittsburgh.
You know why?
Pennsylvania.
You know why?
Pennsylvania.
Do you know why Pittsburgh was on the list, especially during the Cold War? Because of all the hospitals we have over in Oakland. We have like 5 or 6 hospitals. Seriously.
Let's see. Let's see if it's going to actually tell us. All right, let's go take a quick pick. All right, where are we at? Oh no, brother, we got to put ourselves up on the screen, man. The screen. No, Jimmy, we still got quite a few articles, but there was some other stuff I had. There's some clips I wanted to play because they were just, how can I say this? Stupido. Yeah, stupido. Jay, pop us up on the screen, baby.
Libtards losing it kind of a thing?
Yeah, kind of, sort of.
It's already up, it looks like.
Oh, we full screen? All right, here we go.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
What if World War III broke out right now?
It'd be
Experts
Germany's
say
fucking
one chilling
fault.
truth. Nowhere
Probably.
safe. But some U.S. states would face the worst of it. If a global conflict ever turned nuclear, survival becomes all about location. Newsweek asked experts which U.S. states would be hit first, and the answers are terrifying. Montana, Wyoming, Colorado, Nebraska, South Dakota.
How did she say that?
North Dakota, Iowa, Minnesota. These states sit closest to America's missile silos. And in a nuclear exchange, ICBM silos become instant priority targets. Destroy the silos, and you stop the retaliation. But here's the darkest part. Experts warn this. Even if you live far away, even if you live on the coast, fallout will still find you. Winds would drag radioactive ash across the entire continent. Food, water, soil,
Are you sure?
all poisoned. And even a small nuclear war could trigger a deadly nuclear winter, wiping out almost everyone who survived the blasts. There's only
And
one
food.
winning move. Don't start the war. Because once nuclear weapons launch, there is no safe place left on Earth.
Says you.
What would happen if every country started to fight until only one?
Zero, the freaking commercial.
What would happen if Taiwan?
We don't care.
Russia just told
We don't care. Russian fuck off. We don't care. No more. Oh, what's this?
The Cold War antagonism between the U.S.
We don't care.
On February 15th,
We don't
1990.
care. Ain't nothing here we care about.
words that
Oh, Godzilla.
Godzilla.
In September 1994, Yitzhak Rabin, Prime Minister of
No, we're out of there. But anyway, let's go back to Facebook. Facebook. No, Gene, I guess it was just for that song we had in the beginning of the show, yeah. Well, I like this not playing the son of a bitch. It's a good intro for this thing. No, we're going to have to write to them. Maybe they'll let us use it. Probably not, but it never hurts to ask.
Worst they
Yeah,
can say
no.
is no.
That's pretty much it. Let's see what we got here. Let's see. Why Putin might already be preparing for the end. Yeah, well, Putin, you know what? You're fucking around. We don't care. NASA building nuclear engine because time is running out. It's time to
Nuclear
get off
engine
the
for what?
planet. For their new moon base.
Oh.
And their new mothership. So recently
The one
there
we're
were
not invited on.
well, because recently there was a thing put out to the Pentagon saying there is a group of ships on their way here. They've been tracking them now for, they said, almost a decade. And they're still a good ways off, but they're definitely coming. And then they also were talking about 2 other things that could actually give us an early demise.
Which is
One
falling
is
rocks.
Yeah, well, one's a big, massive rock that they know sooner or later is going to hit Earth, but any little thing could change it. Oh, Jack, you talking about 3-Eye Atlas? You know what? 3-Eye Atlas got some bad news by accident today.
What's that?
3-Eye Atlas, the one they think was an alien spaceship.
Right.
It doesn't mean it wasn't, but it hurt it a little bit because they found water on it. Yes. suggesting
I
that.
thought we already knew that.
No. I kind of thought the same, but when I read the article and they said no, we didn't, I was like, oh, okay, well.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Well, I remember they said they thought they had found ice, but they never did actually.
Well, I mean, you don't even have to say that. They called it a comet. Comets typically are frozen balls of ice, so it was just assumed.
Wait a minute now. Hold on.
What?
I'm stepping in on this. If comets are like a ball of ice, then what's with the flames coming from them? Wouldn't it melt the ice?
It's not flames. So I'll have to get the dice out. Let me put my camera back on. The way it works, Sean, is so.
Don't over-explain.
I'm not going to over-explain it. No, I just need something round. So we'll just say that this represents the planet. Let me take this off real quick so I'm a little bigger. So this represents the sun, and my finger represents a comet. So when the comet coming in is just a ball like this, before it gets near our sun, it's just a ball. There's nothing behind it. As soon as the light from our sun hits it, it starts cooking it that way. So it makes the tail. So wherever the sun is, it points the tail points the opposite direction of wherever the sun is in relation to the comet. So it's the solar winds and the heat pushing the dust and
it's basically melting the front of it.
Oh, melting the ice and the dust and pushing it off the back of the
Okay, thank you for that, Jay. I never knew that. Honestly, I never knew that. No, thank you.
That's the mechanics behind all of that. All right, so let's throw this back up in there and
that's why when you heard him talking about this thing in the beginning, a lot of what he was just describing wasn't in 3i Atlas. They didn't see it in the beginning. And it never really gave a really big tail for the size it was. And neither did, what was the other one? What was it? Omarosa? No, what the hell was it called?
Yeah, Omarosa or something to that effect. Yeah,
Oumuamua. That was it. Oumuamua. Yeah, that was the other one. No, the one in the middle never seemed to have been anything important. It just seemed to be a rock that came through. From the same direction that Muamua came from. No, 3i Atlas came from within 10,000 light years of where the WOW signal came from. Well, yeah, 10,000 light years for us is a long ways. For extraterrestrials, I don't know. Star Trek Enterprise, it's what, like a week or something, a month. Well, the galaxy's big. Yeah, anyway, let's talk about Sean's favorite male person.
Who, this asshole?
Yes, Mr. Fauci. So I've read some interesting articles about Fauci. This one, I believe, is, let me make sure. Let me see where I go to the other page where I can actually see it better. So Rand Paul wants this motherfucker in jail.
Yeah, so does everybody else.
I agree. I'm with Rand on that one.
He wants him in jail, and he wants an admission that he was wrong about the disease coming from bats. Because Ron Paul wants to open up lawsuits against China. Yeah. China let this disease escape from the lab. Whether we paid for it or not doesn't matter, because we're not the ones that let it out. They're the ones that let it out, which really makes him financially responsible for. You'd have to ask COVID how many trillions of dollars COVID cost the world, but China would be responsible for that. It could bankrupt him. It could destroy him, actually.
Yeah. I think it would bankrupt.
So why isn't Rand Paul making a move and putting them back up again?
Well, Rand Paul is so.
Estimates for the total global economic costs of the COVID-19 pandemic vary widely depending on the factors considered, such as lost output, healthcare burdens, and mortality. Many analyses place the cumulative impact between $8 trillion and $16 trillion, while some retrospective studies suggest the cost
they would be done and over with as a nation.
Over 5 years.
They would be more.
So up to a max of 35 trillion.
Yeah, well, but it was probably somewhere around 12 to 16. It doesn't matter because their economy is only 12 trillion, so it would bankrupt them. They would be over with, and because it wouldn't just be what it cost the world; it would be plus, compensation. So whatever it costs, you would double that. So if it was 16, then it would be 32 trillion. Yeah, China could never pay that off. They would never get out. They would never be able to fund the military. They wouldn't be able to do anything. And if they didn't want to pay it, the whole world could just sanction them and say, okay, well, we're just going to take everything you have. And what are you going to use your little 800 nukes? No, because we'll shoot them down. You ain't got enough military to take on the world, China. So
yeah,
you'd be an extinct race, is what it sounds like to me. Well, because they let it loose. I mean, how many millions of people are responsible? How many deaths? Oh, well,
yeah. Hey, Google, what's the global death toll for COVID currently? I think 2 million.
Official reports indicate approximately 7 million deaths globally. However, because of variations in
hey, Google, stop. Around 7 million. Let's just say that.
Yeah. So anyway, long story short, they can't put this guy in jail federally because Joe Biden gave him a pardon.
Unless the Supreme Court decides to take that, because if they can determine and prove that Joe Biden wasn't in the room when they auto-penned that, then his thing is invalid.
Yeah, but even so, most people say that it would cause too big of a rift in the court system, so they probably wouldn't decide it because they don't have to. The state courts can go after it.
Yeah.
And his pardon doesn't cover states.
There are 50 states and two or three legitimate territories that can file charges against him.
It's 6 territories.
But I think only 2 of them can file charges. Like, I don't think Puerto Rico can. It might be able
Puerto
to.
Rico
I don't know.
can.
I think Guam can for sure.
As far as I know, all of them can. They're all legit territories now, so they can all file. No, Jack, territories don't get to vote in presidential elections now. Well, they don't pay Social Security. It's their territory.
But they can't bring criminals to court who harmed their people. So
they can do anything every American can, but those 2 things we just talked about. Go ahead, Sean.
Okay, yeah. So, what the hell happened with Alberta?
Alberta.
I don't hear nothing no more.
Well, I don't hear anything about it. I haven't heard anything going up in there forever.
I know.
It's all cool. Well, because there's so much financial problem in Canada right now, and they're not even sure who to hate on up there anymore. So this is an interesting one. Trump could face impeachment if Democrats seize the House majority. Okay, I said that all along. If they get the House majority, they're going to try to impeach him. So they're going to impeach him. They're going to vote to impeach him. I don't know. They might not get the votes because Democrats are funny right now, especially with this division with them against the socialists. So they're kind of funny right now.
Yeah, but they can't agree if the sky is blue.
But they have to remember, they tried to impeach him twice before, and then they tried to put all these charges on him anyway. He's still president. If the country sees him once again, not trying to fix the economy, not trying to fix anything, just hate Trump, that's it. They'll never get in. 2028 will be a disaster for them in biblical proportions. They might lose complete control.
I think they're already on their way to it. They're not careful.
Well, it's right now. They they got an 8-point lead or a 12-point lead in the midterms. No, they don't. That's bullshit. When everybody Trump backs is winning. So I'm having a hard time believing that they got that much power in the polls.
That's probably NPR. It's probably
NPR. There's a bunch of them. ABC.
Hey, when are we going to start doing that again, Joe? We're coming up on the midterms.
Actually, where are we? Yes.
I think the midterms have already started in certain places.
Yeah, but we will start polling. Let me make sure the date is right. But we will be our first set of polls will be on September 3rd. I'm sorry, not September 3rd, September 4th. September 4th. So from that point on, every Friday show, we'll be doing polls, and we will probably mention some of those polls in the Saturday show. Check your Dell trade Echo Day. I'm not trading my computer. What you gonna get? Like $50? Get the hell out of here, man.
Hey, welcome back. And you're still awake, Sean. I am awake, Heidi, for about another 20 minutes, and I'm going to bed.
So where were we? So let's see. So, really, Democrats, you cannot be that stupid just to try to impeach the guy again over what? He hasn't done anything. You can't teach him over the war because y'all have done that yourselves many times. You can't teach him Obama. Obama killed 260,000 people in the Middle East.
Okay, Heidi, I'm pulling the card for you and Kara. Hold on.
What do we got here?
We got the dragonfly, Heidi, for you and Kara.
Uh-oh.
The dragonfly. That's for you and Kara.
Boy, dragonflies dipped in dragonflies dipped in chocolate are delicious.
If you can catch them.
So are ants.
Shit, dude, they fill my yard. I'll go out sometime. There'll be thousands of little shits flying around. Orange, yellow, red, blue, green, just hovering over my whole damn yard. Over actually both my yards and my neighbor's yard. They'll just be out there hovering. And sometimes you'll get both them and you get the monarch butterflies with them sometimes. It's badass looking, but they're goody, man. You just got there with a scoop now. Scoop about 100 of them up.
I'm glad. You're welcome, Heidi. You're welcome.
Get you some dark chocolate, melt it up real good, dip them. Boy, they're good, man. Jack, I eat all sorts of shit. It's because we growing up in Louisiana and Cajun country, they eat everything: turtles, snakes, crickets. They don't fucking care if it moves. They eat.
Turtles suck, man. Turtle soup
sucks. I ain't gonna lie.
It sucks. It sucks.
I think I had it once and I didn't enjoy it.
No.
No, Jack. Turtle soup's one of those acquired tastes. I never. I've eaten it in expensive restaurants. I ate it from my Kuyon grandparents and all them cooked it, which were good cooks, but turtle soup sucks.
Oh yeah, in a heartbeat. Oh
yeah. That made me sick or nothing. No, because they used to make jambalaya with squirrel heads in it. You fuckers.
Squirrel heads?
Yeah. Oh yeah, they suck the juice out of squirrel heads. Fucking sickers.
No. No, you don't.
Jay's like, I'm out of here.
But I will tell you this.
I'm sorry, that's nasty.
I will tell you this. Squirrel is good eating. So is possum. Possum's good eating.
I ain't no damn possum.
Yeah, you don't want to eat too many possums though, because their diet is ticks and fleas, so you do want them around.
No, I'm sorry. Groundhogs are good.
Yeah, because they taste like ground beefs.
Just eat the ass of them.
Let's see. Where was this? I was reading this article earlier today. Is this the one? Oh no, this is the long one. So this guy is connected with these people in China, and they're talking about the new F-47. They're having conniption fits, man. I mean, literally, they're having conniption fits. They're like some of the stats were released recently, and they're dumbed down stats because the military's not giving you anything real on a plane
can't
like
tell you
this.
the full story.
Yeah. It's no, Jack. I mean, they've dumbed down. Well, because you can't tell them. That's what it comes down to, because we don't want them to know what it can do until it's too late. That's the whole point. I'd be like, oh shh. Oh.
Kind of like desert in the first Iraq war, the Desert Storm. We employed for the very first time the top secret F-117A strike fighter, and it's not a strike fighter, but multi-task fighter. And anyway, it took them by complete surprise. They were shooting, AAA tracer rounds into the air all night at planes that had already flown by 30 minutes prior. They were so overwhelmed and surprised that they were shooting at ghosts.
No, well, if you ever watch something like the old Desert Storm stuff, you'd see like cruise. It is so funny to be watching CNN, la 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 la, and you see cruise missile, just cruising along through the city, just cruising. 10 minutes later, you see a flash. It's hit its target. Even the CNN people got to the point where it was just surreal to them. All they were interested in is making sure it wasn't close to the hotel they were in. That's all. While they were watching it. No, CNN did a hell of a job for those wars. It's what made CNN. It's what made them famous. It was made them a good news agency that they're not anymore. Because they put their shit in the fire. And they get out there and did serious reporting. Then they put themselves in places they knew if something happened, they were screwed. And they still went.
Oh,
and they did
speaking
good
of
reporting.
did
I
you hear
liked
that they-
CNN back during the war. I really did. They were. I enjoyed them.
A weird quick side note on reporting. Did you all hear that they, I think it was California, has passed a law against that Charles kid that reported about the Minnesota fraud cases? So they made him illegal somehow, what he did.
Oh, they're
Can
gonna
you believe that?
Yeah, that'll get challenged. They'll drag that into court.
Did you see who got his ass whipped? I forget in Wisconsin that Army colonel who was running. He got his ass whipped. Remember the one that snitched on Trump? I mean, Vetman was his name. He got his ass kicked. Oh yeah. And what happened to him? Okay, what happened to him was he got so much money donated to him. He had so much money, and he still got his ass whipped.
Yeah, the people are weird right now, man. They're not happy with the status quo. Okay, let's see. What is this? What do we got up on the screen here? Florida. No, I don't think
That's all wigging out again. Look out.
Yeah, it's this commercial calls that shit. It's weird.
Those ads, yeah.
But that's not what the original article was. Was it? Surprise election upsets show hating Trump is no longer the Democrat. I guess it is. Let's find out. Okay, guys, if y'all need a little break, this is about 5 minutes, 6 minutes long. So we'll click this up here and hear what it's got to say.
Well, I'm going to listen to this, and then I got to go because I got to work tomorrow, dudes.
All right,
DSA
member Angie Nixon toppled Alexander Vindman by 12 points, despite being massively
I just talked about that.
in the Florida Senate
That's
race.
cool. That
She
came
lost
right in
$100
behind
million.
it.
Now her past anti-Israel comments are back in the spotlight.
Many of my colleagues have stated that folks are fearful of another massacre occurring to the Jewish people. Well, guess what? A massacre is occurring now. My love for people is being questioned.
Because you're an idiot.
Because I want to stand against the unjust killings of innocent people. They wanted to call all Palestinians, anti-Semites. I am upset that the hostages got taken and everything, but I am also upset that we are continually seeing people lose their lives.
All right, joining us right now is Florida Democratic Congressman Jared Moskowitz, who defeated DSA-backed challenger in the primary relatively easily. Congressman, great to see you. Congratulations on the victory. I know it's going to be a tough fight. You're going against Scott Singer. He was the former mayor of Boca Raton. They say, Cook Report says it's the only toss-up. But one thing that was just really struck everybody is how you were running against somebody who was a DSA member and didn't get close to you. And you didn't really engage that much. But I know you vehemently are not a socialist. Why? What was your strategy?
Well, I mean, look, I'm from this area. I grew up there, right? I went to elementary school, middle school, high school. Like, this is where my kids are being raised. I know my neighbors. I know these people. And I said to myself, you know what? Let them.
You can't go to an event without them being there. That's because they're there to support the culture. They're all riders themselves.
The advice I'd give someone if they were injured in a motorcycle accident, first call
Three things screaming at once.
It's like runs double commercials. What the?
Little by little, and Scholastic Book Clubs has been a huge.
Hear from
Wow, that was like a nightmare.
On how they're celebrating Castro. Let them hear that they want the only Jewish state in the world to disappear. And I thought to myself, the more my voters hear those positions from DSA, from my opponent, I think the more they'll actually turn out for me, and that's what happened.
So you have two who won in New York City. You have Chris Rabb, who won in Philadelphia. You have El Said, who won in Michigan for the Senate seat. And you have somebody who just won over for the Senate seat to run against Ashley Mooney for the Senate seat in Florida. Does it disturb you, the direction of the party right now?
Well, I mean, here's what I would say. If you look at the amount of members that are coming to the House that are DSA, it's 5%. They're not the Democratic Party. But I think the Democratic Party needs to step up and speak out. I mean, look, Democrats are upset about what happened in the last election. They have every right, and they're upset what happened over the last 18 months. But that doesn't mean we should start embracing things or a movement that in their platform says, no prisons, no borders. Oh, we're going to get rid of the Senate, by the way, just Article 1 of Article 1 of the Constitution. You know, there are people going on.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Doesn't it sound crazy just saying it?
Well, you got people going on the campaign trail saying, you know, the Soviet Union, wish they won the Cold War, dressing up as Mao. He only killed 50 million people. That is not how we're going to win the House. It's not how we're going to win the Senate.
So how did Nixon win in your state?
Well, look, Angie Nixon outworked Vindman. I mean, she should get credit. I mean, she really worked hard. She earned those votes. She put a coalition together of African Americans, women, low-income voters. And so, look, you know, working hard in this business still matters. That's how she won.
But if she shows up and says, I want to freeze rents nationwide, and I would like to, I would also like to stop all aid to Israel. If you work hard but are saying these things, you wouldn't think it's going to be successful if Democrats weren't leaning towards the socialist way in a red state.
Well, look, if you look statewide, there were a lot of people that were rejected on Tuesday. My opponent was rejected for his positions. You had Dan Bilzerian, who ran against Randy Fine. He was rejected. You had James Fishback, who ran, in my opinion, the most racist campaign we have seen in the modern era against Byron Donalds. And so all of these folks were rejected. You know, Angie, you know, won her election. Like I said, she worked hard. She beat Vindman. But Florida is not where there's fertile ground for the DSA.
But do you think you can win a statewide election anywhere in this country with that platform?
Not in Florida. I don't think.
What about around the country?
Well, I mean, in New York, obviously, it's been successful in New York. You have a mayor.
Do you give El Said any chance in Michigan?
Oh, I don't know. I'm looking at the polls. Obviously, he's behind. But look, you know, prices are not affordable. People are struggling out there, and so this idea that someone can't win at the end of the day between gas prices and grocery prices and rent and home insurance and healthcare. I mean, I think right now, you know, people want to hear what your message is on affordability.
Right. So here is Rick Scott talking about you and what you bring to the table.
Moskowitz has been there. He was in the House before. I assume he's going to win. But just remember, whoever wins that seat, they're going to vote the way Piker tells them to vote. That's how they're running. They're all running. They all support, you know, the platform of the Democrat Socialists because they're scared to death of them.
Is that true?
Well, look, I obviously know the senator. He was a governor when I was a state rep, signed a bunch of my bills. And so, look, I think the governor should stick to talking about jobs. He was very good on that when he spoke about that in Florida.
Are you afraid of Hassan Piker?
No, I'm not afraid. Hassan hates me. He talks about me on his stream. I mean, Rick doesn't know what he's talking about there. Nobody in my district believes that I'm a Hassan Piker guy. Hassan would want nothing to do with me. I want nothing to do with Hassan. And so at the end of the day, Rick just doesn't know what he's talking about.
Well, I believe that you are nothing like him, but would you love to see Hakeem Jeffries just say, look, there's no room for socialists in our party?
Yeah, I mean, I think the Democratic
Hakeem Jeffries, doesn't his name
needs to
contradict
speak
saying
out
that?
against the DSA.
Yes.
Baby.
Okay, again, no Senate. We're just going to get rid of the Senate. You know, no prisons, no borders. You know, this idea of embracing a Fidel Castro. I think the Democratic leadership needs to speak out against it because, yes, you know, primary stuff is we're in the general election now. And this is not what general election voters want. But I will tell you, there is a economic populist movement to the DSA, and we got to recognize that we got to talk about how people are struggling to afford the American way of life.
Right. Just don't tap into the Soviet Union in order to get it.
Let's leave that.
But you got to be real careful, dude, because America still blames Democrats for a lot of this. I mean, after all,
At
y'all
least the
had
ones
control.
who are educated anyway.
Well, I mean, they haven't started really reminding them yet before elections, but they will. I mean, out of the last 16 years, the Democrats had control of 12 of them. Eight on Obama.
I think they could do better. There's just not enough warning. They're continuing to make the same mistakes, the Democratic Party, and people are just blinded by it.
I'll tell you where I've been surprised with Trump. The Iran war was a catch you off guard thing, but I'm surprised he's been easing up on the oil companies because he knows, just like we do, that we bring nothing through the Hormuz Straits. There's no reason that our oil companies should be charging more money because they're not exporting or importing anything. It's being drilled here and spent here. So it should be half of what we're paying for it. And that's something else that our country needs to step up on and say, look, yeah, oil price might be this around the world, but this is local commodity, so we should pay half of what they pay around the world for it. It just needs to stop. And all Americans have to do is say, so look, America, this is a fucking easy thing. Okay? You want cheaper gas prices? Stay home for 5 days. Truckers and people stay home for just 5 days, and every gas company in this fucking country will be begging your ass. You'll be paying 99 cents a gallon for gasoline because there ain't no reason for it to be inflated like this. Like I said, they say, oh, we're paying more insurance. For what? None of your ship should even be in the Hamas streets. There should be nowhere around there. You're not bringing anything there for us. And if you're bringing it for somebody else, that's not really our fucking problem. That's yours. Don't go dry.
Don't they have oil rigs down in Texas? And
all over the place.
Yeah, we got oil rigs every damn.
So why do we have to worry about the Strait of Hormuz?
We don't. That's the point. We should not. This bullshit, what we're paying for oil right now is just total bullshit.
It's only because the prices are being jacked up over there because of the trouble in the Hormuz. So that gas is going up in price. They're matching our gas to match the global price. They don't need to do that. No one from outside our country is buying it.
And this was going under Biden too. These oil companies and a lot of these food companies are making record profits. So that tells you right there they're charging too much. They're overcharging everything. They're just going apeshit until somebody actually slaps them back. They're just charging. I mean, they're charging. We're paying $3.20 for a gallon of gas. We live 60 miles from the fucking refinery. That's an impossible price. I mean, and wait, and that refinery is only about 50 miles from the fucking field that's producing that gas. And yet we're paying these kind of prices. It's bullshit. And America just needs to stop it. Look, guys, this is on you. You the one who gets up and pays for Californians. How ignorant are you paying $6 a gallon for gas? Stop driving for a couple of days.
It's price gouging. It's illegal. It's been illegal for years.
But I don't think
y'all to do it.
I don't think y'all understand how much money we're talking about here. 5 days is just staying home. Or just stay home. Don't drive your car for a week. And you watch how fast these oil companies flip out. And if you do that and then you go back and everybody goes back in a quarter and just rotates for a while, you will own the gas companies because they'll be out of business. They'll be begging you for whatever they can sell you. They can't go that long without massive profits. These companies spend massive amounts of money. And if you just take America away from them, they can find themselves bankrupt in a day. Well, no, James, because we shouldn't have to pay. This is bullshit. It's like beef. We were talking about this at the beginning of the show. There are countries trying to sell us beef at way cheaper prices than we're getting per pound right now.
Yeah, and the USDA won't allow it.
It ain't even them. They said there's some fucking deal. We want to make sure American beef people don't go out of business. Fuck them. They should have kept better care of cows, not let them get sick.
Yeah.
What do you mean it was an accident? James, all these other countries want to sell us cows. They get mad cow disease. You got to be a little suspicious about that, don't you? Do you really think there was a real mad cow disease? Or do you think there was just a kill-off because beef was getting really cheap and they needed to make a lot of money? Whose word are you taking? Did you go see the mad cow disease? So you're taking the FDA.
Well, let me tell you real quick before I go about the mad cow disease. I was stationed in Scotland from 1981 to 1982, and I used to donate blood all the time. Okay, I was I have O negative blood. What happened was in 1985 over in Scotland. Okay, I guess they tested cows, and it was the mad cow disease in 1985. I was out of Scotland in 1982, and I can't donate blood no more, Joe. I can't because I was in. They took it back 5 years, from 1985 to 1980.
Damn.
And I cannot donate blood no more because I'm in that years.
You're exposed, yeah. They don't want you to be giving it to anybody.
I know. Hey, listen, I got to run, guys.
Go get some rest, man.
I will. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, be good. We'll see you tomorrow. Then get some rest, get some sleep.
See you, Sean. Thanks for coming in.
Big booby girls.
Talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Yeah, man.
Big ones. I mean, like
big boobs.
Yeah, her whole body got to move to walk. Yes, I'm a sick fucker. What can I say? No, we were I did the paranormal insight the other night. We were talking about alien sex. It got steamy, man. Yeah, especially when you talked about how the way it grazed it and the petri dish and stuff.
Yeah.
No, let me see. I don't know. Let me see where we are. Scientists warned 1,000-foot mega-tsunami could hit USA. Yeah, bullshit. Tokyo just changed. Kim Jong Un nuclear whatever. Who the fuck wrote this
Unnuclear
sentence?
what?
I'm just trying to figure out who wrote this sentence. Okie dokie. Let me go into this article and see what the hell it says. Because they got a picture of him and I got a picture of his sister. His sister looks like she would just cut your thing off and shove it in your ear.
Oh, well, it does not throw her up then.
It's Tokyo just changed Kim Jong Un nuclear calculus. That makes not a fucking bit of sense. Let's see. Perspective on Japan shifted on Kim Young, that's his sister. Kim Yo Chung. I'm sorry. Kim Yu Chung, Department Director of Workers Party of Korea, and sister of Supreme Leader Kim. Strong criticized Japan's military buildup.
And what are they bitching about?
Yeah, I know. But not only are they bitching about Japan's buildup, but they're saying Japan's encouraging its allies like the Philippines and South Korea to also build.
Well, didn't we also just recently cancel maneuvers with the Philippines to
not the Philippines, with South Korea?
South Korea. Okay, it's not. Yeah, to.
And we didn't cancel them. We cut them in half, is what we did. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure why we did it, but there's a lot of different rumors on why. But Trump wants to meet this guy in person. He wants a face-to-face shoo-shoo. So, well, hold on, James. I don't know if I can do it from this computer. Hold on. Let's see. Give me a sec. Yeah, no, I've seen it. Give me a damn break. Okay, yeah, see, now we can do it from this way. All right, let's do it like this. So this is something from Mars.
Ooh.
It looks like some type of Imperial rover thingy or something. Let's see. Are we on the screen?
Ooh, yeah, it's up.
Okay, can we blow this up? No, we cannot. Come on, really? It don't get bigger? What the hell?
That's it.
Okie dokie. Well, that bites big wonky donkeys. Let me see if I like it the other way better. Let me see. Oh, wait, here we go. Nope. Guess it don't matter. So anyway, y'all all know what this is on the left over here.
Mm-hmm.
It's the beautiful Mars rover.
It kind of looks like the Death Star probe.
But yeah, see the thing off on the right? This is something they captured on NASA cruising along. Know what the hell it is. Well,
is it moving or stationary?
Yeah, so it says over here, let's see. Ever since landing on Mars 2012, blah, blah, blah. Images, stones, blah, 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 blah. Questions, blah, blah, blah. On such images. Spotted back 2023. The image of space enthusiasts has noticed a strange object that looks almost like a jellyfish. In fact, some even refer to it as the jellyfish UFO. But is it just a trick of camera, or is it really something more than a rock? Let's see. That
it's certainly not a rock.
It definitely looks like some kind of stand there or something.
Yeah, that's all I was asked. Is it stationary or moving? Maybe it's one of our probes that they're, it's got a clickbait picture. Click on this, and then you find out, oh, it's just a stationary device they put to measure the atmosphere or something stupid.
Okay, I guess it's the artist rendition of our jellyfish UFO.
Yeah, or it's H.G. Wells's the Mars book thingy.
So this thing's just sitting somewhere on the surface of Mars right now because it can't get enough sunlight, huh?
Yeah. Oh wow. I guess it'll come to life when it comes back around close to the sun.
It's too cold on Mars. Once it's dead for such a certain amount of period, it won't be able to come back. Flying saucers seen over DC in the 50s, spotted in old photos. What's interesting about that is the one in the 50s showed up again in 2000, exactly 50 years later. That was so crazy. On the anniversary.
I don't know how long it lasted, but the original was 6 hours. They hung over the.
Yeah, well, the ones this time they send fighters to go look at.
Chase them off.
Yeah. In 2000, I don't know what fighters that would have been. Maybe Tomcats, F-15s, maybe. Yeah, probably. I don't think it would have been anything else. Not in 2000, anyway. Let's get out of here. Let's see. Where are we? Where are we? Goodbye. Good night.
Boom.
Don't let your baby bugs bite. No, let's see. Hold on a second. Let me get out of here. There it is. Facebook. That's what we want. Nah, Gene. This is just my personal Facebook page. We just put a lot of shit there. So, like, you got this. Russia thinks it has a real U.S. Air Force F-22 Raptor and an F-35 stealth fighter killer.
Let's hear about that. What have they got? Nothing.
No, that's their new 400 series, the one they gave to.
The missiles?
Yeah, they also gave them to Turkey, and Turkey's going to give us one of their batteries so we can take a look at it.
Okay, cool.
Well, we're giving them an F-35 thing. We're giving them something. I don't know what we're giving. No, we don't give nobody F-22s. No, fuck that. Nobody gets F-22s. We don't even like sending them overseas much. Yeah, not really. We do. We just don't like it. Well, we like to show them off every once in a while.
Air shows and stuff, yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, they've served in combat in Iran, but they're losing one of we couldn't lose one of those. We'd have to retrieve it. We'd have to destroy it at the very least. Yeah, we couldn't lose one. It's too much stuff on that jet that places Russia and China would just have an orgasm over.
And it's probably filled with all kinds of remote operated sabotage devices in case it falls into wrong hands.
No, I don't doubt that. U.S. releases official footage from unsolved YAP case.
Unresolved UAP case. Wow. Maybe there's a video.
Oh, yeah, there is. Let's see. All right. This looks like one case. Might be some dumb stuff.
You're going to have to flip over to the new page it opened for you. Though.
Yeah, I've seen it. We got to close this one, that's for sure. And then we got to open this one. No, for some reason, Facebook just doesn't follow it. They used to. They don't anymore, though. All right. Are we on the screen?
Yes.
Okay, everything's full screen.
It's about blue.
It's about 6 minutes. I'm assuming this is the filter. Okay, hit the play button. No way. Here we go, Johnny Wacko. There it goes, man. Whoa, what the hell? Oh, it switched colors.
Different video, I think. Yeah, there it is. Awfully small. Oh, I see. They're flicking through different filters, I think.
I don't even fucking hardly see it.
Yeah, it's very small.
Let's go grab this. There it is. So this is the thing I've talked about that we saw after Katrina sitting on the porch when there was no power anywhere. I mean, that's not it, but it looks like it. There it goes. Sure that ain't a balloon?
It's got like light flares coming off of it. It does, yeah.
No, Jimmy, we're going to let this run for 6 minutes. I'll have to jump off a bridge.
Way off over the ocean.
Come on, get comfortable. Let us show you how.
Really?
Professional, reliable. comfort beyond belief.
She snored.
For fast relief, call Keith.
Nah, they suck. Well, this looks like Star Wars 2, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, this looks just like Star Wars. I'm waiting for see when the things come on. Yeah, there's the power things. Oh, okay. That's true. All this proves, if that's true, all that proves is they can't see us from they can't see us when our satellites are tracking, or they don't care.
Yeah, probably more they don't care. Unless we can stop them anyway.
All right, enough of that.
A fighter jet so advanced it terrified its own creators. Fast enough to outrun anything in the sky. Stealthy enough to vanish from enemy radar like a ghost. The YF-23 Black Widow 2 was supposed to dominate the skies for decades. Instead, it was locked away in a museum, buried by a decision that still haunts Pentagon generals today. But here's the thing. This forgotten warbird just delivered a message the Air Force can't ignore. And what it reveals about America's future in the skies, it's going to shock you.
No,
The year
it's
was
not, 'cause we're not gonna
1991. Two cutting-edge prototypes stood on the tarmac at Edwards Air Force Base, ready to determine the future of American air dominance. One would become the legendary F-22 Raptor. The other would disappear into obscurity. But the jet that lost might have been the better fighter all along. And today, as China and Russia close the gap with their own stealth technology, that old decision partnered with McDonnell
I
Douglas.
actually don't, because they recently found out that our
Welcome to the
F-47
spooky
is far better than anything that they're working on 6th gen, and that really and truly
A fighter jet so
5th gen can
advanced
take
it
on
terrified
6th
its
gen.
own creators.
Yeah, Jack, it's a little different than what people make it out to be. China has a tendency to, how can I say this nicely, fudge stuff.
Over exaggerate.
Yes, and on top of that, if you've watched their landing just recently, they finally landed a spaceship with, like Elon does. It looks just like Elon's ship. I mean, exactly. It's fins and everything. No, go look at it. It's got the same landing foot. It's got the same thing. I mean, they copied Elon's shit. They just copied it. Yeah, man, that should be something. You should go sue over that. No, we talked about this earlier in the show. The Supreme Court sided with Trump and told the lower court to go fuck themselves. Yeah, because the lower court wasn't making a decision based on anything other than that they were an Obama judge. Yeah, they didn't care about what was going on. They just didn't want Trump getting his way. I don't know, Dean. A lot of places I see polling outside of blue polling, the Republicans look pretty tight. So if I was Trump, this is what I would do. On September, the end. Where's the calendar? Let's grab the calendar right quick. So let's skip up to another month. Whoops, not like that. That's not skipping a month, Joe. I don't know what the hell you did there. Okay, we're not going to skip to another month. People, sorry, because apparently I broke the calendar. Okay, there we go. Where's it at? There we go. So September 30th, I would announce that I think because of the cost of living and other problems, that all Americans should get a $5,000 check. So now this is
That
great
would be nice.
because everybody's going to go, well, he's using it to try to win the election. Well, that is true. But if you're a Democrat and you vote against this, oh man, especially if all the Republicans show up and vote yes, you're gonna, oh man, you're gonna wish you didn't do that. Yeah, because you're gonna lose in the election. No, they just won't. They'll say nope, sorry. Yeah, Jack, because why wouldn't they? Oh, why is the corner square? I was talking about the picture you see on the screen. Yeah, that's all. Well, no, because So Trump says, all right, we're going to give you $2,500 or $5,000. And the House votes on it and the House passes it. Senate votes on it, but the Senate's going to need 60 votes, but they're only going to be able to get 53 or 54 without help. That means
you have to lure a few chairs across the aisle.
Or the Democrats just don't vote for it because if enough would have voted in the House, more in the Senate would have voted. That means you, the people, are out 5 Gs because the Democrats wanted what? Not that they want to impeach Trump. So wait, this is going to make it even worse for them. If they do win, they will not have given you your money, and they will be impeaching Trump with your money that they could have been giving you.
Mm-hmm.
That's a nightmare for them. They keep going socialist, they're going to not have a party. Because eventually Congress will just pass a law that you can't serve as a socialist. And then you're screwed, blued, and uncle tattooed. What's a tattoo, huh? Who told you? Oh, no. That was James Webb did that, yeah. They've been finding a lot of exoplanets lately, yeah. They think that they found one just recently that they know for sure has an atmosphere.
The reason why they're using the James Webb right now to scan for these different exoplanets with life, possible atmospheres. There's a new telescope is it this year or next year that's coming out that will be able to do spectrum analysis of the atmosphere. So it'll tell us exactly what's in the atmosphere.
Oh, look. Oh, Sean's not here. That's his girlfriend.
Yeah, crazy lunatic.
So this is the second socialist that's turned on her.
Yeah.
So, no, she's been going out and stomping for these people. They're turning on her. They're saying she's too moderate. AOC, they're saying, is too moderate, people. Really. What the fuck do they want to do to our country?
Well, I think they're trying to substitute moderate for stupid. It's a good idea.
She could be accused of that. What do we got here? Can we hear this on here? Let's see.
Senator Hirono said there's a lot more to say, and
Can you hear that,
she's
Jay?
right. And in fact, I want to go back to her comments. She began by saying we have a long history of racial discrimination in this country. That's undoubtedly correct. And then she said, quote, we had poll taxes, we had literacy tests, we even had tests of how many jelly beans are in a jar. Mr. Chamberlain, when Senator Hirono says we had poll taxes, I want to ask you who we is, and in particular, what party was it that implemented poll taxes in the South?
I'm pretty confident it was mostly the Democrats.
And what party was it that put literacy tests in place in the South?
Same answer, mostly the Democrats.
And what party was it that had tests like how many jelly beans are in a bottle?
The Democrats.
Tell me, what party were the founders of the Ku Klux Klan from?
I'm pretty sure that was the Democrats.
Indeed. In fact, Nathan Bedford Forrest, the founder of the Klan, was a delegate to the 1860 Democrat National Convention. What party wrote the Jim Crow laws in the South?
The Democrats.
And so on this side of the aisle were members of the Republican Party. Who was the first Republican president?
Abraham Lincoln.
The Republican Party was literally founded to oppose slavery. We came into existence because slavery was a grotesque evil, and it was President Lincoln, the first Republican president, who signed the Emancipation Proclamation, who won the Civil War, and that resulted in the freeing of the slaves and the passage of the 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendments. By the way, fast forward to the Civil Rights era. Bull Connor, one of the most noxiously racist politicians. What party was he from?
He was a Democrat.
The Democrats, for the entire history of their party, have been a party based on racial discrimination.
Some important American history lessons there, worth watching again. Boom! Thank you, Ted Cruz.
Yeah, I mean, all that's absolutely correct.
Obit.
There's a reason why the high school champions don't compete with the college champions. There is a reason why no trans man who was once a woman and has become a man has ever competed successfully with men in the Olympics. If Caitlin Clark could play in the NBA, everybody would applaud it. That'd be an incredible thing. But if the last guy on the bench of an NBA team went to the WNBA and started averaging 40 points a game, everyone would know that is BS. There's a reason why Sugar Ray Leonard, who was a contemporary of Mike Tyson, didn't fight Mike Tyson. They were in different weight classes. There is a reason why there are men's and women's sports and why Title IX was one of the truly progressive pieces of legislation in the best sense of the word progressive under the Nixon administration. It changed everything. I had a sister who never played a single organized sport. One generation later, 2 children of my own. My daughter played just about as many organized sports as my son. That's a great thing. It doesn't make any sense to have a swimmer who was the 472nd ranked swimmer when he was a man at Penn, either winning or coming close to winning against women a year and a half after transitioning. If that's what the person wants to do, that person should be treated with dignity and respect. But there ought to be common sense, and common sense is not transphobic.
And this policy is common sense.
Yes.
Yeah, it's common sense. I mean, what were they thinking? What were they doing? Why is it taking this long to get some justice, some normalcy, some common
What's
sense?
this chick's name's Trish?
I don't think
Chill.
CNN expected this.
Common sense is not transphobic. There's a reason why the high school.
Oh man, how do we get this girl in here so many times? Okay, Jay, better watch. It's weird, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's on there quite a bit.
School champions don't.
Okay, let's click the button.
Illegal immigrants should get access to the health insurance marketplace.
I'm so glad you said that.
Oh,
Actually, I have some tape of your Democratic Party members saying this on the debate stage. So they've all said it. Let's play the clip.
A lot of you have been talking.
This may have been the best takedown ever.
I haven't heard anybody in my
tonight about these government health care plans that you've proposed in one form or another. This is a show of hands question, and hold them up for a moment so people can see. Raise your hand if your government plan would provide coverage for undocumented immigrants.
And there you have it. This may have been the best takedown ever.
I haven't heard anybody in my party saying that illegal immigrants should get access to the health insurance marketplace.
I'm so glad you said that. Actually, I have some tape of your Democratic Party members saying this on the debate stage. So they've all said it. Let's play the clip.
A lot of you have been talking tonight about these government health care plans that you've proposed in one form or another. This is a show of hands question, and hold them up for a moment so people can see. Raise your hand if your government plan would provide coverage for undocumented immigrants.
And there you have it. This may.
Yeah, you do. Hey, Trish,
It just makes no sense. I mean, they're breaking the law. Why would you encourage someone to come here intentionally to break our laws just to give them free money? It's insane.
Wait, well, I wonder, let me do it. Oh, there it is. Jack, no, wait, what do we? This chick is okay, the one on the right, but I don't know if we're going to listen to this. This is a little long for us.
Them to carry out their responsibility and pay child support so that child can be raised.
The chick on the right is pro-man.
And what happens if they don't pay? Do you think there shouldn't be legal responsibilities or legal consequences if they fail to carry out a court order to, take care of their kids?
I've interviewed men that have paid millions of dollars in child support.
Don't care about your interviews. Anecdotal evidence doesn't matter. What I need is actual statistic, empirical evidence.
Wow.
They should pay their child support. $441
What happens?
is the average child support payment. $441 a month.
And where is that?
Yeah, that's for someone that makes $24,000 a year.
You just told me a woman can just go to work and take care of the kids totally by herself.
How does a guy live when he's paying $500 a month and $24,000 a year?
You think $500 a month is too much in child support? Do you know how much it costs to raise a child? Do you know how much childcare costs, for instance? I mean, that mother has to go to work, right? Where's the kid going to stay while that mother is working? How is she going to pay for the
what happens to men when they don't
daycare?
pay child support?
Sorry, say that again.
What
They go
happens
to
to men
jail.
when they don't pay child support?
There are legal repercussions for not
What-
carrying out a court mandate
Do you think that
to do something.
Do you think that fraud should be illegal?
Absolutely.
Okay. So why is it not illegal for women to fraud men on paternity? If a man does not find out he's the father over the age of 2, he is on the hook for child support for 18 years.
I don't
Why-
know
where
what
have
the
you
law.
Yeah, that's true too. Anyway, they're boring. Hey, what's this guy? He looks kind of cool. What's he saying?
What country are you from in Africa? Oh, wait, you were born in Kentucky, just like me. I'm American, sis, and that ain't ever gonna change.
Okay. So why do you say you're not African American?
What country are you from in Africa? Oh, wait, you were born in Kentucky, just like me. I'm American, sis, and that ain't ever gonna change.
Damn right, but you tell
Okay.
him, baby. You tell him. Okay, and what is this? You never. Oh yeah, there are a lot of
God.
Democrats that are going to vote Republican. They're upset about some of their things. Well, Jack, you talking about this picture, right? This one right here. This is actually that's me right there. That's Jason Wilson. Rest in peace, Jason, a good friend of mine. Actually, this I can't remember. That's Glenn and a couple others. So we're in Stevensville, Texas here.
Oh.
This is the site
Stevensville
of
UFO case.
Yeah, this is the site of where we're at. There's a big bonfire going. Y'all can't see it, but this is where they saw the UFO that night. Yeah. Joseph Renard is doing all the footwork. Yeah, he's really good with a camera because nobody pays attention to him for some reason. I have no idea why. Somebody gets everywhere with a camera. Just nonchalant guy. He's not very threatening. He's a nice guy. If you ever see the Utah pictures, the ones we did up there, he did all that work too. But here he's going around and he's getting all the audio along with it. No, man, it's a Coke I got in my hand. What are you talking about? I don't drink alcohol. What? Oh, it don't look like a Coke? It looks
Says
like
Coke
a beer.
right on it. I can see it from here.
It looks like a beer. It's a Giuseppe's, man. That's not what it is either. Matter of fact, not far from where we're standing.
There's a label on the neck.
Not far from where we're standing is a dual nuclear power plant, maybe 25 miles away from where we're at. I'm actually, what was I driving? I think, oh no, I'm driving that white car right there. I think it's a Toyota. Yeah, Corolla. It's either a Corolla or Ken. No, I think it's a Corolla. Yeah, it was a Renault. No, we owned one, but that one was a Renault. And Corolla's a great car for running around the streets. If you want a tour, if you want a Toyota Touring Car, the best one to buy would either be the Camry or the Avalon. Avalon's, so just how it works. There's a Corolla. The Camry's the updated version of the Corolla. The Avalon's the updated version of the Avalon. I mean, the Avalon's the updated version of the Camry. Camrys are nice. They're nice mid-range, mid-sized cars that cruise. No, they usually have 4-bangers in them, but they got good 4-bangers in them. Well, Mom, come on, dude. It had 240,000 hard miles on it. And it's not dead. It's still starting to run. It'll even drive. It just don't want to shift into drive, which isn't transmission. It's a sensor. And
So drive in reverse.
So no, it'll drive in first and second. It just won't drive and drive. And then no, it was running hot. I think it might have either cracked its head or split a gasket, or the water pump started leaking. Something happened. And that still runs. You can start it running. You can take it for a ride right now. I wouldn't take it for long because it's going to overheat. Yeah. I don't know what
Oh,
I'm
I
gonna
had to
do
bring a
with
couple
it.
of gallons of water too with you, huh?
I don't. No, it don't leak. It just overheats. It's not cooling. It's either the water pump's not working or the thermostat's not opening. I don't know, James. I think it was a thermostat, but regardless. Well, a little $5 thermostat can explode a $3,000 engine block. So, yeah, because it'll super overheat, and then all of a sudden it'll decide to open and let all the water into the overheated block and crack it. But anyway, this is Stevensville, Texas, and like I said, that's Jason. It's the boys, and we're just hanging out talking. The guy in the red shirt and the one in the other shirt is actually witnesses to what was going on. Glenn was just an internet guy. He was one of the groupies that hung out in one of the chat groups we had. He just decided to come because he knew where we were going to be. This is the all women's conference, the STAR conference. It was all female conference. Yeah, I was the only male that had spoke. And I only got on stage just to say hi and let them know I was there for press. I didn't want to make a big deal out of it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm. It was always good to stay on a good side. What you got, James? Anyway, let's close this. Yeah, let's close that. Oh, I can't show you. There might be pictures in there y'all can't see or something. How do I know? I don't know what. All right, let's click. See, what is this? Oh, this is Trippin' the Boy. Well, she's not on network anymore. It's Seraphine Hurley. And Laura Lee was hanging out with her. Look at that. Laura Lee's still here. Seraphine somewhere else. Harvest, the true story of alien abduction. G.L. Davis. Oh, another Trippin' the Void. Whoa, Trippin' the Void. Whoa, the cat's on crack. I seen that crackhead cat. Why don't we get some of these up here? Infinity Inquisition. Trippin' the Void. Trippin' the Void. The Paranormal Owl. Hey, there's Dr. John DeSalvo.
Really?
Yeah, he's the one. He worked on with the Egyptian Society, and then he worked on a couple things. He also worked on Shroud of Turin.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, him and I hosted Science and Beyond together. Oh, we also hosted the show where we brought on mafia people, and then they started hosting the Wise Guys.
Huh.
It was all ex-mobsters. Seraphine is on Amazon. She's like 6'2". I don't know why we got some of these. It's kind of weirded me out a little bit, to be honest with you. Oh, look at this fucking ugly bastard.
Good Lord, he lost?
And Joe, look, belly on you, you motherfucker. You need to put down the candy bar. Oh, that's a telephone. But still, you need to put down the candy bar, buddy. This is, do y'all know where this is, people? This is the extraterrestrial highway. This is
375.
This is near Area 51. They take these down every so often and auction them. Yeah. Yeah, this is Nathan. Nathan brought me down to speak at a conference in Utah, and we went touring. He knew all the fast routes and all. Yeah, what can I say? So how do you get old? You get a belly, man. What can I tell you? Bite me. How's that? Well, this guy right here looks like he'd rip your head off and shove it up your ass. That ain't some mafioso-looking boys, man. That's Joe Renard back there. There he is. See him hide? Yeah, I ain't got no name on me. Okay, I bet I can get upset. Oh, there's a video I made. So I'm in that car you seen right there, and I'm coming down this mountain. Whoa, look at this badass.
Oh, wow.
I don't remember.
Gary Birdie.
I don't even know where half this shit comes from. That's what happens when you have a public page. You make it publish any damn thing, I guess. Okay, that kid looks like an elf. Have a Super Scooby full Saturday. What? Oh, this. You see these fucking icicles? This is my house, people. Look, you can't see from here. This is my back part of my house. So if you go straight out from here to here, about 400 yards is the Gulf of America. It's not even that. It's about 250 yards is the Gulf of America. Yeah, and just 25 feet from there is a fucking bayou. I live in the swamp on the Gulf. And I got 18-inch icicles hanging off my house. Shit, the one down here is going to be at least 2 feet. This is the first winter I ever owned this house. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I've been living here 12 years. Well, we had kind of got the house before that, but we had just moved in. Wayne Miller. Oh, yeah, man. If it had been Vampire Attack, I'd just grab one in each hand. Yeah. Yeah, it was fucking crazy. No, so the whole story is this lasted for 10 days. They closed. Well, Louisiana, Mississippi's full of bridges. You can't get into Louisiana without crossing a bridge. Matter of fact, you can't from where I live right now. Right up the street, there's a bridge. There's two bridges right here. You can't get across either one when it's frozen because they just turn into little ice slides. Interstate, you can't get across because there's a big tall bridge over there. You got to go way the fuck up in the country, and there's still going to be some flat bridge you got to come across. You probably won't be able to cross it. So really, it effectively just shut the whole area down. So for 10 days, we watched the local PD try to drive up the bridge, and they get about 2/3 of the way up, and you just see them spinning, sliding back down. They tried all kind of ways. They even got brought
And
this
they
big
keep
truck.
trying. That's the funny part.
Oh, they were having fun. You could tell they were having fun. Oh no, it was crazy. But you see, they talk about global warming. This is how you know it's not global warming. You know it's climate change. Yeah, because I can't show you on here because I don't have one here, but we got 2 foot of snow this year. And look at these icicles. Does this sound like the deep south to you?
No.
Plus, the last 2 summers, we've been breaking record low temperatures. Yeah, we're just now getting hot again, and we still haven't got over 95 this year. And our humidity's been running about 78%, which is high, but not high like it used. Look, people, y'all don't understand. From July till usually mid-September, it's 99 degrees and 99% humidity, and it fucking rains every day. It hasn't been doing that. So, yeah, that's why I always said it was climate change. It was more like a climate shift, to be honest with you. It's like our climate shifted over to Pensacola, and they're shifted over in the ocean or something. They might even shift it over to the other side of the planet, as far as I know, but it's very weird. But I'm not complaining. That's why I tell them it's global warmers all the time. Shut the fuck up, man. We liking the weather down here. Yeah, 1 month of summer for us is like a godsend, people. A global focus. Yes, I remember this shit. That's Tree Sheridan. What the hell is this?
It's on your page. You don't know?
Hey, there we are in Stevensville again. There's Glenn. There's Jason. There's Jose. Hey, Glenn, are you trying to grab my hand, bro? I didn't know you was like that. Get back, man. Yeah, this is a good time. We had a good time on this trip. I didn't realize what that said. I had a dream and you screwed it up for everyone, asshole. Too bad, Brock. I don't know who posted that. That was funny. Airport ownership management. What do we care about this? What the fuck? See, this is all stuff I'm sure that's linked to things we were doing in the past and shit, but I have no idea what it's for now.
Yeah, what are all those notes?
What is this? Some demon?
I don't know. Is it Bigfoot?
No, what it is? Looks like a demon. Oh, wait, they got something over here. Chris George. So Chris George, he's out of New York. Wow, who's this cutie you with, Chris? He used to be Stephanie Benetti's boyfriend.
Yeah.
Before she kicked him in the balls and made him cry like a little bitch. This is May 29, 2009, huh? Huh. I don't know what the hell it is. I see there's a face there.
Yeah.
Looks like there's a
Looks
face
like
there, too, 'cause of the
Nagilum on
pareidolia.
Star Trek a little.
That's a little weird. I don't know, Jackson Brown. Oh, it's Charlie Brown. Rest in peace, Charlie. I hope you're having a good time chasing goes around. So look, here we go. Some aliens. I guess it's supposed to be. This looks like young Frankenstein mama here, but what's these little dots and blacks and boxes and shit? People. That's why my brain is overloaded now.
They're redacting themselves.
And now they send it in Spanish. Oh no, James! Everything we're looking here is old. None of this is relatively new. What? No, this is real. I don't know about these names. I don't know who put these names on. I don't think that's real, but you would think that was the stairway to heaven, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna go straight, not up.
Well, it's a pier on the water. It's actually a real picture. Now this is fairly recent.
Is that your backyard?
Yeah. I was filming this. There's a video to this somewhere. Oh, what the fuck these things were. And they were there for a while.
Alien probes coming to find you.
I took this. This is an old picture there. It's not a painting, baby. It's a real picture.
Very
That's
cool.
what the Atchafalaya Basin looks like, people. This is one of our banners. And that's a scary bastard. And that's Folger's coffee with a raven.
Uh-oh.
And there's them bug-eyed things again.
That guy looks familiar. Who's that?
Oh, that's my grandson, Timmy.
Oh, okay.
He's 30, yeah. And of course, the two
I was going to
hounds.
say, I thought it was you when you were a teenager.
Huh?
I was going to say, I thought it was you when you were a teenager.
Oh, no. He's much better behaved than I was.
Doesn't mean he don't look like you.
Well, it's my daughter's son. Oh, this bad sexy bastard. Hey, baby, what you? Hey, come here, big boy. Let's talk.
John.
You know who that is in the green?
Larry Elmore.
No. You ever see the movie Ender's Game?
Oh, it's Orson. Okay.
That's Orson Scott Card, yeah.
Scott Card, yeah. He prefers Scott, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does prefer Scott, yeah. He tells his friends to call him Scott. If you call him anything else, he knows you're not a friend of his.
Mhm.
No, that's Orson Scott Card and John Goodwin. That's in California. It's in Los Angeles. We're at the Lowe's Hotel. This is the mall attached to the Lowe's Hotel, and we're having lunch, actually. There's like 10 other people there. You just can't see them. There's some other famous people there, too, yeah. Orson's just a blast to talk to. You want to get him going, ask him about his politics, buddy.
Whoa, boom.
Yeah.
What
See,
happened there?
tells you what day I took and all up here. Siri, Jay was not talking to you, bitch. She thought you said Siri.
Really?
Yeah. And she heard you through my earpiece. That's how hard she's listening.
Yeah, damn.
I wouldn't say anything. It was just you that said something, huh? Yeah. This is how close I came to losing a drone.
Ooh, what, crunch?
Yeah, but it's my dock behind my house, man. Yes, it was a crash landing. It was it was close. Yeah, it broke one of my guards. One of these it broke, but I mean, now this drone flies pretty good. You get about 20 minutes flight time out of it. It's got a pretty good camera on it, yeah. When you don't crash it like I do.
Yeah, they tend to work better when you don't crash into things like.
So what do you think this is?
Pylons.
Is this an airplane?
Well, it certainly wasn't a cloud.
If I remember correctly, this was a missile. A missile shot. It was a missile shot. It's been so long though. See, why don't they put the date up here? It says March 18th and then doesn't say no other date. What the fuck? Whoa, man.
Oh my God.
I know, that was just scary. Oh, no, that's cute.
Uh-oh, look out.
That's what
you got something in
call
her
cute
eye.
People. That's my Lola bear there. It's my girl being. Whoa! Hello. Now, I'm glad this picture came up because we talk about these crazy eyes all the time. Look at these eyes, people. It's not exactly what they look like, but this is real close. Because the area,
have color.
yeah, the eyes are a little bit. This area right here is a little bit bigger, and this is a little tad bit bigger, and the pupils shaped sort of like them, but not exactly. But anyway,
Yeah, they're lenticular, like cat's eyes.
He did yeah, kind of, but a little like fatter with like a Saturn or like a bulge in the middle. Anyway, whoever had it did a good job on it. No, because that's what they look like. Their skin's like that. Whoever seen this, whoever did this had seen one of these. Yeah. And then it says up here 1 year later. Joe, what the fuck you talking about, asshole? You think we all mind readers? I know why people bitch, man. Damn. Why does this asshole keep showing up? And what is this? More of this crap. More of this crap.
Ooh, look at that. That's a good show.
Yeah, didn't we do that show?
Don and Darren.
Yeah, we did that show somewhere along that. Oh, that was last year, man. Shit.
Yeah.
Hey, we know
The
these
whole
guys.
series on that.
No, we getting ready to go. Oh, that's good looking bastard there. Oh yeah, baby.
That's right. That's the before picture. The after picture has a number and LA County Jail on it.
Yeah, it's got a number on it though. It ain't got no jail on it. It's got a number on it. Come on by for a good time.
What you got there, dahlias?
No, they're roses, rambling roses. This is I was in Phoenix,
Emily.
Arizona for that. It was Emily and the girl that runs the LA L1 Hubbard House. Hey, Christy Berry.
Was it Echo?
No. That's some other young person.
Uh-oh. That is not your car.
Don't fuck with me, buddy. I'll run you over with the
Step
Hummer.
away from the truck, sir. It is not your vehicle.
Yeah, that's the limo, actually. This is my first year I hung out with these people. This is the year COVID ended. Or the year where you see people still wearing masks. These guys,
Yeah.
but they took that picture because right as that picture was taken, the camera was zooming in and my head was turning sideways like I was looking up to it. It was a perfect shot. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good picture. Ooh, I love that blue outfit this guy's got. This guy's got good taste in clothes, man. Ooh, that's my mimosa tree in my backyard.
Ooh, so you put those in a glass in the morning? You got your morning mimosa?
I don't know if I'd put them in a glass. They sure smell good.
I don't think it works that way. Yeah, don't try that at home.
Okay. Joe giving me shit. No punctuation anywhere in that, Joe.
What's wrong with that puppy dog? He looks like a bear.
Look at that spade tongue he's got on it.
Yeah. Is that a chow? Purpley tonguey?
What the hell it is? No, it's not chow, something else, but excuse me, it's not. It's a friend of mine's dog, actually. Yeah, see, look at him up there with the blocking button. Anyway, let's go see. There were some clips in here I wanted to play, but we got a little bit of time. Let's see. That's Fauci sucks a big weenie wonkers. Yeah, see, there's Kim's
once he goes
sister.
to prison, he will.
Yeah, look at Kim's sister. Don't she look evil, man?
Oh, jeez.
She just looks
Stunted
evil.
forehead. Yeah, she looks evil.
Let's see. Yeah, we've been through all these. Been through all of this. Damn, let's go on that. Whoops. Whoop.
Look at that. Oop, there we are.
Oh, that's UFO on the cover.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, people forgot to mention this. Unemployment claims dropped by 206,000. That's the third week in a row, by the way, they've dropped.
Wow.
People can't get no jobs. That's why. And that's our. I'm glad this came up. So Jay and I talked about this last week, or last Wednesday.
Couple of times.
Yeah, this is 140 trillion times more water than what's on Earth.
12 billion light years away, but it's enough that water vapor is almost as long as, well, let's just say on average, it's about the same length as our galaxy.
What was that, Chris? No. These are all links for tonight. No, just because because we start collecting links on the next day after the show. Yeah. If there's anything on there, what is this? Explosive.
That's the Fang Stillwell thing.
Yeah. Why?
I think he should go to jail for treason for that.
Hold on, people. Let's restart. Give me a break. We'll come back and play it. We'll turn on the audio. Give me a second.
We got our hands on the Fang files. For years, Swalwell's been accused of sleeping with the enemy, Chinese spy, and he denied every ounce of it.
Did you have any concerns about this person before you had what's known as a defensive briefing from the FBI to make you aware of this threat?
No, Jim, I was shocked when, just over 6 years ago, I was told about this individual, and then I offered to help. The story says that, there was never a suspicion of wrongdoing on my part.
Now he's eating his words. New bombshell documents declassified by the White House show the FBI interviewed Swalwell back in 2015. That was Obama's FBI. And he admitted to a physical relationship with the Fangster multiple times. They first met in the fall of 2012. He called her a striking individual, went out for a drink a few weeks later before things turned physical. He said it was just casual. They never formally dated. But Eric said Fang wanted to do more than just hang. He told the FBI about a time that they hooked up before he was elected to Congress. Swalwell said she showed up late at night. Fang banged on his door.
Bang, bang.
He let her in.
Wait, what we got going on?
She left a few hours
bang.
later. He said he'd taken an Ambien beforehand, so he couldn't remember much. Did he light any candles?
Bullshit.
Eric couldn't say. The spy's sex wasn't a secret. Swalwell's staff knew all about it. One aide told the FBI he heard Fang would show up to Swalwell's door and make it clear she wasn't wearing any underwear.
Oh, well.
But it wasn't just sex. The FBI opened an investigation into possible illegal donations to his campaign. The name of the investigation? Freshman 15. Looking into whether illegal campaign donations were being traded for internships and access to Swalwell. Fang was in the country on a student visa. She couldn't legally donate to his campaign herself. So they investigated her for orchestrating a straw donor scheme. And their financial analysis flagged 4 successful cash movements within a year. The FBI also intercepted intelligence that Fang was offering favors for donations. Yeah. She reportedly guaranteed a private meeting with Swalwell for $5,000 and said she could land you an internship in his office for a steeper price. According to an FBI interview, she referred a student, she called her sister, and that student was hired and worked on Swalwell's campaign for a year and a half, knocking on doors and researching people Swalwell was about to meet. She had access to every single donor record. Now, in the documents, Swalwell says he had nothing to do with the hiring. All he did was forward Fang's referrals. But the FBI always had its eye on the spy. A memo identified both of her parents as Chinese intelligence officers. And in the summer of 2013, an undercover officer tried to flip her, recruit her as a double agent. Fang's official FBI nickname, Rusty Thumbs. She bragged that she used her sexuality to exploit politicians. She knew she was young and knew she was pretty and knew she could get away with it. But the FBI must have slipped up because Fang smelled a rat and cut off all communication. She got spooked and fled to China, never came back.
Yeah,
James Comey never pursued her. And the DOJ closed the investigation. Jack Smith decided not to prosecute her. And yeah, that's the same Jack Smith who tried to put Trump in prison.
There you go. Hold on.
I'm the president. We will attack Iran.
Okay.
Whatever stage of development they might be in their nuclear weapons program in the next 10 years, during which they might foolishly consider launching an attack on Israel, we would be able to totally obliterate them.
Agreed.
That's a terrible thing to say, but those people who run Iran need to understand that, because that perhaps will deter them from doing something that would be reckless.
Before all of her hormones went away. I'm sorry, I was wrong.
Not afraid to come on Fox. And also difference, they're not blaming Trump the whole interview. So you could actually hear what the agenda is. I know more about the commie agenda in 2 minutes than I know about the Democratic agenda in 2 years. And the polls show the country has no idea what the Democrats stand for. The Democrats have no idea what they stand for. 4 years under Joe Biden, no one even knows what happened. All right. So the woman comes on and she explains why she wants to abolish all this stuff. And this is great because she is wrong about everything. She says we need to eliminate borders and give amnesty and voting rights to migrants because the United States causes illegal immigration because we go around the world and we destabilize other countries and force other people to come here. You know who comes here the most illegally? Mexicans. Do we destabilize Mexico? They're like our largest trading partner. Now, if Trump was going to start landing airstrikes in Guadalajara and then all these migrants go to port, and yes, that is destabilizing Mexico. And that might happen. But until it does, she's dead wrong. She also says that she wants to abolish the Senate because it doesn't give the people a voice. Well, that's not really why the Senate was put there. The Senate was put there for states with low populations to get equal power and because of mass hysteria in Congress. Who has made a mistake when they've been passionate? Who's been making a mistake when they've been angry? And then maybe a day later, they realize, maybe I shouldn't have done that. That's why we have the Senate. The Senate's like the senior who prevents the freshman from getting drunk and doing things that is going to ruin their lives later on. That's why we have the Senate. She says we need to abolish prisons because most of the crimes are like poverty crimes. Yeah. Also not true. 2/3 of the people in state prison are there for homicide, rape, and violent assault. Most of the crimes are not for burglary and carjacking, okay? And a lot of the people in federal prison are there for drug trafficking. That's like moving millions of dollars of cocaine, ecstasy, and heroin across state lines. Those guys have furs, Lambos, safes stacked with cash. I don't even have that. So this midterm is going to come down to common sense versus crazy. And the Democrats have a choice. They can do common sense or what they're doing now, which is straddling crazy and common sense. And as you know, when you stand in the middle of the road, you get run over. And they said it on.
Registered voters in Alabama just got booted from the state voter rolls. That's after the Secretary of State, Wes Allen, ordered the removal of all non-citizens who were registered. But how did non-citizens get registered in the first place?
Fair question.
This is a list from Secretary of State Wes Allen of how many non-citizens were registered to vote in our counties. The state found 3,251 people. 742 of them were from North Alabama.
We got the information. We cross-checked it against our centralized data file here in the state of Alabama and found those 3,200 individuals.
That's a problem. So this is disturbing.
3,000 registered voters in Alabama just got booted from the state voter rolls. That's after the Secretary of State, Wes Allen, ordered the removal of all non-citizens who were registered. But how did non-citizens get registered in the first place?
Aware of the irony here? I mean, they all hate white men, and yet...
Yeah, everyone's got a white man.
Funny how love works. I'm curious. Are they aware of the irony here? I mean, they all hate white men, and yet...
I think Ilhan and AOC are now single because they're such idiots.
Funny how love works.
I will give these guys credit. They are white, but are they men? I'm not sure, man.
Yeah.
I gotta refrain for judgment on that for now.
Yeah, I would agree.
This is factory construction under Trump. Look at this, man. It's through the roof.
What is it?
It's factory construction. Yeah, building new factories. It's insanity how much they
because we have broken ground. Not we, but these companies, several have broken ground on many levels for manufacturing of motor vehicles.
And this guy with this rare earth, they're going to town on this. Oh,
Who's
what do
this
we got
guy?
here? We know this guy.
Oh, numbers.
Biggest
Dude.
population growth this decade. All 5 of the states that Donald John Trump won in 2024. Texas, Florida, North Carolina, Georgia, and of course the great state of Arizona, where I spent my New Year's Eve. I love those folks out in Prescott, Arizona. These were the biggest gainers in terms of population compared to the 2020 census. Now, it's not just a red state boom. This is what we're looking at. We're looking at a red state boom here, but it is not just a red state boom. We're also looking at what I would dare call a blue state depression, because who are the people? Who and where are the people moving from into the red states? Well, they're blue states. They're blue states. Take a look here. The lowest domestic net migration this decade. All 5 of the states that were won by Kamala Harris in 2024. Look at this. California, Harris's home state. New York, where I'm coming from right now, of course. Illinois, New Jersey, and of course, the great Commonwealth of Massachusetts, which is a bastion of blue liberalism. These are the states that folks in the United States are moving away from and into the red states, which is propelling a red state boom. Now, this is interesting, right? But it could also have major political ramifications if it holds for 2030, the next census. Because take a look here. If, in fact, the 2025 population shifts hold for the 2030 census, look at this. Look at the House seat shifts by state. Remember, of course, we apportion the number of House seats depending on the population in each state. If, in fact, the 2025 population shifts hold for 2030, states that Kamala Harris won, they would lose 7 seats in the United States House of Representatives. The states that Donald Trump won in 2024, they would gain 7 seats. Shift. Now, this isn't just about the House of Representatives, right? It's also about the Electoral College, because the number of electoral votes that each state gets is equal to the number of senators. Each state, of course, has 2, plus the number of House seats that they have. So what would this mean for the House of Representatives? Well, if you remember back in 2024, right, it was all about, we were talking about the blue wall. If Kamala Harris could win the baseline Democratic states and then add in the blue wall states of Michigan, the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin, she would get to 270 electoral votes. But if all of a sudden we, in fact, have applying the 2025 estimates, the population estimates, to the Electoral College, take into account the population mid-2025. Look at this. I ain't
got to tell you what the final was. I didn't want you to hear that, man, because it's not good for the Dems.
No, it isn't.
Scott Jennings. Who we got here? No, we get ready. What you got, Jay? No, we're getting ready to go.
They hate me because they ain't me and they can't ever be me.
Oh, that lunatic.
They hate me because they ain't me and they can't ever be me.
This is Cortez, probably high on
they
something.
They hate me because they ain't me and they can't ever be me.
My comment to that.
What was that?
This is my comment there. It's too small for me to read.
Yeah, it suffers from mild advanced narcissism, combined with acute non-intelligence. Yeah, well, she ain't got no intelligence at all. She's an idiot.
Yeah, she's got a 50-50 shot to win. 50% advance wins and 50% she loses.
Yeah. I think this is the Florida GOP guy. He's doing pretty good. It looks like he might win. Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see.
Good.
Former ABC correspondent admits network is liberal claims nobody voted for Trump. Wait, what? Oh, okay. I know what he meant. Yeah, he left. No, yeah, he's gone. He said, "The hell with these people." Oh, look at this. Democratic mayor arrested, charged with wire fraud.
Ooh, wow.
Hit the go live button. What is it? Oh, this is us. As long as they're glowing and sparkling.
Yeah, that's last week.
True light
That's
being
Friday.
plasmatic. So look at Jeffrey. So cute. Look how cute he is. I mean, look at just the other day at California. Y'all did good tonight too. Yeah, he got a nice
and he
boost
stumbled across
off.
this, what was it, like 1.25 miles wide and about 2 in the.
So he's like, wait, I hear myself. What's going on? No, we're gonna get out a little bit early. People, no. We good. 3.5 hours is good. Well, Jeffrey's been hosting all night. He was on with Jeffrey. Jay's been hosting all night with Jeffrey. Yeah. What do you mean who got Jeffrey pregnant?
That would be the alien probe.
Jay's alien baby got Jeffrey pregnant.
Could be. I don't know where he went. He disappeared
I don't know
somewhere.
about all that. I stay out of all that stuff.
Eight-legged freak took off somewhere.
But we're going to get out of here. I want to tell everyone thanks for tuning in to United Public Radio. Of course, if you do have a moan, groan, bitch, or complaint, you can write to Michelle DeRoche, courtesy of UnitedPublicRadio@gmail.com. We have emails everywhere. We got them with Yahoo. We got them with Cox. They're all over the... Shh. I have Alien Enigma at AOL.com. Shh. There's actually a number behind that. I just didn't say what it was. Anyway, on that note, we're going to... Yeah, I know. Could you believe there was an Alien Enigma? I know. It was the same way when I got this. This freaking thing's like 30 years old. That's what I was saying. Anyway, on that note, I want to thank everyone for tuning in to United Public Radio. You can catch us tomorrow. We will be here wreaking havoc. I will be here with John and on the author's quill. The audience, the guests are already posting. You go check out who's on with us tomorrow. We mean, no, I don't think we got any books to give away tomorrow. And as you see, my desk is getting emptier. Soon, it'll be really, this is all here's getting ready to go. All you're going to get to see is the classic works of the great Greek philosophers. Yes. No, let's see. What's back there? Let's see what can see. Oh no, those are okay. Let's play to Aristotle.
Sound like you're in a box. Oh, because you turned around.
Yeah, I got them turned around. Yeah. You made them. They're up for editing. Go ahead and get that correction. Well, they got like two of them are Greek ideas from back in the day, but most of these ones you see across here are Greek philosophers and their original philosophy, the stuff they talked about back in the day. A lot of it's really interesting. Some of it you're kind of like, okay, what were y'all smoking? But no, that's because they didn't know what we know today. It's hard when you look way back because their understanding of the physical universe is much different than our understanding of this. We understand, like, we go and make fire, and they would have been like, oh, we love you, we love you. We'd have been like, what the fuck's wrong with you? It's a fucking lighter. Get a grip, people. No, we looked that up once. I forgot where cannabis started, but it wasn't South America.
Hey, Google, where did cannabis start? I think it's Tibet.
Cannabis is believed to have originated in Central Asia or Western China, with its use documented as far back as the 3rd millennium BC for fiber, medicine, and its psychoactive properties. It certainly has a complex and long history of
so the
shifting
Chinese
perceptions
gave us
among
Google, stop.
cultures.
Chinese gave us COVID and marijuana. Oh, and it gave us gunpowder.
Apparently,
Too.
well, chopsticks, the fork, the knife, fireworks, gunpowder.
No, we did the fork and the knife. They don't get credit for that one. But...
No, they actually invented the fork and the knife first.
Because I know there's a fork and knife thing with the Egyptians. It's it don't look like
Google.
us.
What's the earliest civilization to have invented the fork?
No, it's like a fucked up
The earliest
chopstick.
evidence of fork-like implements dates back to the Bronze Age Kinja culture in China,
China.
around 2400 to 1900 BC, where bone forks have been
shit.
discovered
Sorry,
at
guys.
archaeological sites.
Hey, Google, stop. Yeah, so it is China.
It's what Jimmy
Yes,
Ray?
that's correct.
Hey, Google, stop.
Okay, Google something else. It's no, I know what you're talking about. No, I don't know what they called it. So you know what it looked like? It looked like those things you used to stick back in your hair back in the 70s. The Egyptian. It was like a
Hair
handle
sticks.
with. It was like a handle with like two prongs on it. What it looked like? It looked like it's chopstick that was split. You know, peeled apart or something. Yeah, that was their.
It's a hair
fork.
comb or a hair stick. Yeah.
Yeah, no, but this wasn't. This was for eating, and they had just regular knives. I'm pretty sure everybody's had knives for a long time.
Yeah.
Because knives are for hunting, so they would have came before food. For cutting, yeah.
You would have needed them to dress a carcass on any animal that was killed. Yeah.
So yeah, they've had cutting tools for a long time. Forks were different. That's taking it out of your fingers and starting to eat it with your.
Yeah, and some of the first cutting implements would have been, broken, sharpened bones,
rocks,
flinted rocks, and that kind of thing, until eventually smelted metals.
But anyway, we're going to get, we're only 20 minutes shy of the whole entire babuka. And to be honest with you, since we didn't take breaks, we're actually over.
Yeah.
Well, we're supposed to take, on a 4-hour show, we should take almost 35
3
minutes worth
breaks.
of breaks. Yeah. Actually 4. Yeah, because the 10 minutes
Almost
after, 10 minutes at end, and 10. Yeah, almost 50 actually. Shit. Anyway, guys, I want to thank everyone for tuning in for you to News on the Flip Side, United Public Radio. Of course, you can tune in with us tomorrow. Chat tomorrow is an open topic. If you get any good ideas, I haven't posted a show yet. If Jay gets anybody gets an idea, let us know. Because we can talk about anything we want. It doesn't matter now.
It's an unformatted program.
So, again, thanks for tuning in to News on the Flip Side. And we will see you tomorrow. Good night, everybody. Or I should say, good morning on Saturday.
It's Saturday morning.